everybody to the next episode of my Bushido game. Nick, Tim and Oliver have been here before, and we have Will joining us this week with a new character who has actually already been present in the previous episode as an NPC. Will be playing the person who used to be Uncle's assistant, and escorted the party up to Nobioka. And I'm just going to explain Will's character sheet to him, because he's not actually played Bushido before, like many people. And this is not the original Bushido character sheet, this is one that we knocked up in Google Sheets. So, Will, are you with me?
I'm here.
Jolly good. In that case, if you have a look at your Google Sheet, the first cell is obviously cell B2, which is the block describing who the character is and what they are. So, your character's name is Mori, and he is a first level Yakuza, the Yakuza being a gangster. If you have a look to the right of that, you'll see gold, silver and copper. Those are the coins that your father grudgingly gave to you when you left home. And to the right of that are the key items which determine how good you are. And when I say key, the first item on the list is your key. Key is your personal spiritual strength. The higher the key you have, the more heroic things you are able to do. You can focus your key to produce effects and so on. Budo, in being a Yakuza, you do not have Shugendo, so we'll just get rid of that. The amount of Budo you have is effectively your experience in D&D terms. It's what you get for defeating enemies.
Right.
On is your personal sense of honor, how you feel you are in the world and how others perceive you. If you perform honorable or heroic or famous actions, you gain on. If you perform dishonorable or cowardly or pitiful acts, you lose on. And you need both Budo and On to go up in levels. As first level, you're fine. To get to second level, you need 10 Budo and 10 On. So at the present moment, due to your birth and the fact that you come from a reasonable caste, you already have enough On to get to second level.
Just not enough Budo yet.
You do not have any Budo yet, no. And this is an unusual game. It's the only game that I'm aware of where you can actually go down in level if you lose sufficient On. You never lose Budo, so you may still have enough Budo for the level you're on, but if you perform very badly, or you're cowardly, or you fail very, very obviously, you can lose honor and actually go down a level.
I would have work as a Yakuza though, because obviously I'm not going to be doing exactly the most nice actions for some of my character.
Nevertheless, as a Yakuza, you still have a personal sense of honor and how you are regarded by the rest of the world. If as a Yakuza you turn and run from a battle with a couple of the opposition, you will still be regarded as a coward, and you will regard yourself as being a coward and will lose on. Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
Sounds understandable.
Okay. Below those three blocks on row 7, you'll find your attributes. And those are strength, deftness, speed and health. Those are your physical attributes. And your wit and your will, which are your mental attributes. And you'll see there is a permanent value. And that can be increased. The effective value is your permanent value rounded down.
Yeah, I figured it out for speed.
Yep.
So I was 16.3 on speed, but yeah, rounded down to 16.
Okay. Temporary value, there may be occasions where one of your characteristics is increased temporarily or decreased. For example, if you charge into battle, you add your base movement allowance to your strength for purposes of doing damage. So you would temporarily increase your strength of 10 by your movement allowance of 5 to 15, which may increase the damage you do. Similarly,
Yep.
if you are overloaded, then with the weight that you're carrying, it may reduce your speed and make you move more slowly. Okay, so the temporary value is what might come in, and the current value is either the temporary value or the effective value. So you have a current value. Your raw saving throw is your current value divided by 3, and your base saving throw is your raw saving throw plus your level. Now,
Right, okay.
characteristics can vary between 0 and 40. At 40, your maximum raw saving throw would be 13. And at 6th level, which is the highest level you can get to in Bushido, 13 plus 6 would be 19. So the best base saving throw you can get in any characteristic would be 19. So there's always a chance. Yep.
What's the difference between base and raw? Game-wise,
normally, you would make your saving throws against your base saving throw. There's occasional situations where you might be asked for a raw saving throw. In other words, your level isn't going to affect it. Okay?
Right, okay.
Now, the next block to the right, base action phase, etc., etc. Now, the way initiative works in this system is that you have a base action phase, which is the first action phase you can actually do anything on. And as your deftness and speed go up, your base action phase will also go up. Okay?
Right.
If they reduce, your base action phase will go down. And that's so the order of people acting in a melee round depends on that. Your maximum number of actions that you can have in a melee round is currently 2. Again, as you go up in levels, or as you increase your characteristics, that can go up. Your Zanshin is the number of primary actions you can take. So although you have 2 actions you can take in a round, only one of them can be a primary. And the way that works is a primary action, you do everything at your full skill. A secondary action, which is anything which isn't a primary, you do everything at half skill, and you can't do things like move on a secondary action. And
you can only move on a primary action.
Yes, you can only really move on a primary action.
So you can attack on your second action. So you get 2 actions.
You can attack on your secondary action from where you happen to be. Yeah. Now your base movement allowance is how many hexes you can move, or how many yards you can move in combat as a normal move, or how many you can move on the strategic map in terms of daily movement. Unfortunately, you're in a party which has got a lot of Budoka in, martial artists, and they tend to be Speedy Gonzales, and they will tend to have move at about a rate of 7. But not to worry, they're kind of pretty dim, and you can generally kind of not as dim as Bushy, mind you, but you have the wit to outwit.
Thick body, thick mind.
No, they're not Yorkshire, they're Nipponese. Okay. Magic capability magic capability you don't need to worry about. Yep.
We may hit a slight issue.
Really?
Yeah. On the Wi-Fi I'm on, they are fucking stupid here, and they don't allow anything gaming, which is Roll20. Oh Jesus! Hold on, let me. I might lose you for a second. Let's try and see if my 4G will work.
If you drop out and drop in again, it doesn't matter because we're not on cam, so don't stress it.
I'm gonna say because Roll20 could be an issue.
Yeah,
but I'll see if my data works.
Don't stress. Roll20 is mostly just for the map, so if we need to explain it, we can.
Hold on, I'll see.
I'm showing your character sheet on stream just now while David explains it.
Okay. Let me know when you're back on again, Will.
I've got you voice. Let's see if I can get this to work on my laptop. Put you there. Right, cabs I can peek by the window sill, if that's alright.
Will, have you caught up much on the previous episodes yet? If not, you should, because the story's quite deep, like. While he's sorting that out, David, have you had a look at the new channel I made in Discord for a question of the day? We're doing quizzes. It's quite fun. My voice has been disconnected because you're connected to another location. What? Reconnect. Do you not hear me in Discord, guys? No, you don't. Connected to another client. Oh, what's going on here? My bad, guys. I had connected the voice on my phone and I wasn't here. Someone speak, see if I can still hear you.
Yep, I'm here.
Nice. So yeah, guys, when we get off this, have a look at the new channel on Discord, Quiz of the Day. We're having a lot of fun with it.
Right, Roll 20 is not working for me, so that could be an interesting one.
Don't worry about it too much. It only comes into about 20% of our gameplay, Dave.
Right, okay, cool.
Have you tried connecting via VPN? That should get round it.
Yeah, that's... Oh,
Also,
oh, it's doing something now.
somebody was having problems with Roll20 last night and they did incognito mode and it worked.
Oh, I'm up. It's just my hotspot being slow, so I think.
Alright, no worries, man. No worries. We are in no rush. This game's an ongoing campaign and it's going to take as long as it needs to.
Well, I've put another link to the Roll20 in Discord if you're having a problem connecting to it.
Are you able to pin, David, or do I need to do that for you?
I'm not sure how long they last. I think they run out after a while, don't they?
No, pin, stay pinned.
No, I know pins stay pinned, but invites to Roll20, I think, have a duration.
Oh, yeah, they do, yeah.
So there's not a lot of point in pinning it. I can... Let's see, where are we?
That's pretty nice, actually.
Evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Oh, good evening.
Actually, I think you can make your invites to Roll20 permanent.
I think you can. You've been quiet,
right.
Tim. What's up?
Well, Will and Dave were talking, that was all.
I suppose.
Yes.
How you doing, mate?
I'm doing very well, Tom. Nick and I had a quick chat via Roll20 chat.
Oh, aye.
Don't want to disturb your conversation.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Typing messages of any length is a pain in the arse.
Yes.
only if you can't type properly.
Yeah.
Are you saying I can't type properly? I'll come over there and biff you one.
I can't type properly, but I can fake it very quickly.
I trust you have no objection to Uncle's assistant joining your group. I mean, after all, he'd be able to get you special deals with Uncle.
He's done us
Bunshin
proud so
now, won't
far.
he?
Yeah.
And we had no idea it was a
Yeah, so-
Yakuza.
If he can get us a discount with Uncle, that'll be fine.
I mean, he did sterling service guarding your goods before, didn't he?
He has done us
While you
proud.
went to beat up the opposition.
It's good to get a new player in the game. It's good to get a new player in the game. I feel like we should have 5 or 6 in this. And Will's a great player, it's good to have him. You're gonna like Will, guys. It's a lot of fun, a lot of energy.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm often bouncing around the room.
He bounces. he literally bounces around the room. Yeah.
Okay, where do you stand with looking at Roll20 and the Google Sheet, Will?
Google Sheet, brilliant. Roll20, we are just about to find out.
Well, as far as the Google Sheet is concerned, I will take you through the rest of it when we need to go there. I mean, you can have a scroll through, and if you've got any questions, you can answer that. You can ask me, and I'll answer. One thing that we
Me fucking spoon.
One thing you do need to do, Will, is to roll.
Oh, no, I'm talking to myself.
You need to roll one. You need to roll 1d6 for your hit points.
Hit points.
And obviously, the higher the better. And 1d6 plus your health is your hit
Let me
points.
just find them.
Now you can either roll. You can either roll a physical dice where you are.
No. We do it on stream. Streamed games, you always roll your dice visible.
But depends what you're showing. If you're showing his
How do you
Google
do it on
sheet,
stream?
in Roll20 there is a dice rolling option.
On the left.
Oh yeah. Loading. Come on.
Roll a 6, baby.
I'm afraid Roll20
Come
does
on.
take some time to load sometimes.
If you want, I can roll for you, but I've not been lucky.
Yeah,
recently
more when you're
with
in a-
other people.
Oh no, he has to roll his own dice.
Oh. What the f-
Do we have the
Not
option where if
always.
you roll the 1, the DM rolls again?
No.
I
Sorry,
do-
Bushido is a very bloody game. You get
I
what
do
you
that in AD&D 2E, Dave. Come on. Oh, Dave, I've wrote the next episode, man,
Nope.
of our game. It's brilliant, by the way. You are going to love the whole next chapter.
Oh dear.
No, I
Speaking
promise
I
you
got
I will.
4.
You got a 4. Congratulations. In that case, I will write that into your Google Sheet. And you have 4 hit points at first level on your D6, which means that your total hit points are 19. Congratulations.
One more second, just out of character, Dave, because you'll appreciate this. I'm playing Baldur's Gate 1, and the Drow are heavily involved, and the Durgar, and I'm in the Underdark, and I've discovered that the Durgar are enslaving Snurfneblin, so I'm rescuing all the Snurfneblin, murdering all the Durgar. I thought he'd appreciate that.
Yes, but the Durga are actually kind of working for the Drow, aren't they?
I'm like, Forsnenkinek!
Anyway, so back to the plot. Mori,
Oh, ow.
Will's character, is actually the assistant to Uncle Scrooge back in Hanamishisu, their home village. So the guys all know him, and he's not very strong. He managed to kind of carry 1 Yari in last week's episode, and that was a bit of a struggle. But he was willing.
Has he rolled better stats on strength since then?
You don't roll stats in Bushido, you choose them if you want.
Oh, right enough, yeah.
No, he only has 10 strength,
Oh my god.
which compared... That's very good for a Yakuza. Well, it's classic for a Yakuza. But
He can carry more than one spear at once.
Yeah, if you can carry more than one spear, it's better than he was doing before.
well, he is actually armed with a bow staff.
Big stick.
Nice.
So,
Well, if he takes the bow staff and changes it for a spear, he can still use it as a bow staff.
You mean break the end off?
No. Cover the end up and use it as a bow staff.
Yes, if he's carrying his bow staff and a spear, he's partially encumbered.
Well, we'll have to feed him some meat then and get some strength to him.
Yes, 2 spears, and he's still partially encumbered. If he goes up to 3 spears, no, he's over encumbered. So, not a good idea to overload the poor guy.
Well, he's also normally our boss, isn't he?
No.
course he is. When
No.
we're working for Uncle, he's our boss.
No, he's our boss's
No,
apprentice.
Uncle very distinctly did not make him your boss.
Is this not the guy that fucked up the price?
Well, that was a bit of an embarrassment, but you've all forgotten about that, haven't
They
you?
were secretly happy
don't
because of
make-
the amount they got. They weren't bothered about the price. The amount they got made them happy. They were secretly pissed off. It was all a front.
Anyway, let's get on with the game.
Yeah.
Certainly. Okay, so the
Welcome,
current
Will.
situation is you have just been doing various bits of training in Nobioka, having had a successful mission to go and collect a large number of spears for Wonshu.
Have you got the date,
from his
Dave?
contacts. 1 second, I will just pull up the sheet with the campaign on.
Sorry,
can we not
it's just the
have our
first
ship?
thing that goes in my notes.
It was a lot quicker, actually.
First of
It's
first of
boring, that's what-
Kyūryū, isn't it?
It is actually one Kikuzuki.
Kikuzuki. And
KIKU-ZUKI.
and are we in, is that late summer now or early autumn?
Oh, you are into late autumn, actually.
Late autumn.
You've gone past the equinox.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Oh, well, quick note. Months are 30 days and weeks are 10 days. There's 3 weeks to a month. And,
Correct.
and training takes 1 week.
Right, okay. Yeah, I think I remember David saying that.
yeah.
Training at school starts on the 1st, 11th and 21st of every month.
That's not too bad. Well,
Well, when you get back from your last lot of training, and when you finish your work on the docks, actually nobody was working on the docks, were they? So Wonshu is actually hopping from one foot to another, a bit impatient to get hold of you. You've got any plans for the next week or so? He says, hopefully.
Well,
What are you going to do if we say yes?
are we in Nobioka for a week?
I'll stop jumping from one foot to another.
Well, tell us what you want to
And
do.
look disappointed. Well, I found an opportunity for you, he says.
Is it a good one?
Well, of course! You wouldn't think I'd give you a bad job, do you?
Oh, of course
He
not.
looks
Is
wounded.
this one shoe we're talking to?
Of course.
Well, I'll sarcastically say no, of course not.
He smiles, relieved that you think so well of him. You did ask him, he seems to remember, about some bandits.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, right.
Going for bandits is something I'm well into.
Well, he did actually pick up a little bit of gossip on the docks. Apparently one of the merchants was hit a couple of days ago on the road up north, and he actually sent one of his people out after they kind of got away to try and track them back, and he actually found some tracks.
Ooh.
And he thinks he knows whereabouts in the hills they were headed.
What do you think, boys? Should we get after this boy that's robbed One Shoe's friend and get even more favour with One Shoe and local merchants here? We're already doing well in Nobioka.
I mean, you asked him, and you know he's quite happy to pass on what he heard.
What would he be paying if we
Okay, so-
brought these guys to justice?
Well, there's a reward being offered by the daimyo.
Of
Oh, he'd have to go and look into it. You only asked him about the word about the bandits. You didn't ask him about the reward. Everybody knows the
okay. Remind me, is it Kinzo or Kosa that's team leader?
Kosa.
Kosa.
Of course.
Kosa, are we going to go see the
Kosa.
daimyo?
Well, we don't need to see the daimyo. I don't think he would see us.
Or see one of his generals or whatever about going to see these
We'll just
bandits?
go and look for the notice on the board or whatever, or ask the man on the door.
Do we? Right, okay. You're the boss.
Well, you can pop along to the gates to the citadel and the public notice board there.
Yeah? What's the reward?
The reward is 1 silver per head.
Per head
Plus-
as in per bandit?
Yes. Plus 20% of any recovered merchandise.
Guys, that's a good quest.
So, this friend of One Shoes that was attacked, did he lose any goods? Or did
Well, yes, he did actually.
Is there an extra reward for recovering the goods?
Well, yes, 20% of the value. It says there on the notice board.
Ah, right, okay. But when it comes to goods that were not his, are we free to just take all their shit, other shit they've been robbing from other people? So we need to find out. We need to find out what One Shoes. We need to find out what One Shoes friends' goods were, so we can get them back to One Shoe minus 20%.
There's a fundamental misunderstanding here. The notice on the daimyo's notice board offers a reward of 1 silver per head for the bandits, plus 20% of the value of any goods recovered.
Of any goods recovered.
Goods recovered.
Right, okay, fair. I still think that's a good quest.
How many bandits
But
are
I'm not in charge.
Well, they don't know. There were about 8 or so that attacked this merchant's train, and his 3 guards ran like hell, which led to him in the rather
And when they say
embarrassing
per head, do
situation.
they want them dead or alive?
Per head.
Dead. Dead is
Very
fine.
specifically per head.
Yes. Heads
Per
don't
head,
really
cool.
Now, if I was hunting bandits for the daimyo, would I be allowed to carry a lethal weapon?
Well, you don't know. You'd have to go and ask permission, wouldn't you?
And who do I ask permission for? It's alright, I don't have the training in the weapon that I want to use yet, I'm just thinking in the future.
Well, you would have to ask the head of the the Ashigaru guards for a permit to carry a lethal weapon to go bandit hunting.
And when I did that, would I mention my status at certain schools and stuff?
Well, you might have to use some status to try and persuade them that you are actually capable of going and hunting bandits.
What do we think,
they
guys?
they wouldn't want people who weren't capable of going out with lethal weapons, because then the bandits could grab hold of them when they killed you.
What do we think, guys? Should we go and try and get some license to use lethal weapons and go bandit hunting?
Well, I suggest that we go and get a license for bandit hunting, let alone anything else, and we don't worry about lethal weapons. Because if they're conscious, they can walk themselves back.
And that's it. We can kick their ass. We're Bushidos. Sorry, we're.
I'm not gonna lie. I've got a big stick. I can just smash their head in if I need to.
Yeah, let's. As Kinzo says, let's go and see if we need a license, and if we do, we need to get one.
Yeah. I don't currently have any skill in lethal weapons, but I would like to have the license to carry one.
Well, actually, you do. It's just that you do half damage.
No, because it's subdual damage with my nunchaka.
Yeah, you can convert that to lethal, but at half effect.
Or can
Yes.
you?
Yes.
Or if you just do too much damage by accident, it just kills them anyway, like we found out earlier.
That as well.
Yeah.
We'll go to the head of the watch office.
Yeah.
So what is it?
Okay.
If you do somebody, say if it's somebody's got 6 hit points and you do 12 subdual, it kills them, right?
No. If you do, if they have 6 hit points, you do 12 subdual damage. The six will knock them out, and then the following 6 will then do lethal damage at half rate. So that would be
So
another
3.
further 3 lethal.
Yeah, my mistake.
Right, got you.
So if you did 18 subdual to somebody with 6 hit points, you'd kill him.
Aye. So the first 6 would be subdual, but the rest is lethal. Got you.
Now, so you make your way along to the office of the town guard,
Yep.
and present yourself in a suitably humble manner. He said, "Look, Kosa."
Yes, we will.
Okay. Stares down at you and asks what you want.
We are looking to go and hunt some bandits. We were looking to get a
One second.
license or
He looks reasonably impressed with your proposition. Do you have any experience in such matters?
We have
shit.
dealt with a bunch of bandits before. I can mention the name of the samurai that we led them to.
Again, he looks reasonably impressed. Well, if you're not going to deprive the daimyo of members of his workforce, i.e. yourselves, then I suppose that's acceptable. Right, well, good luck.
Do we need any kind of license or anything, or permission to do so?
A certificate?
Well, normally need it. I mean, unless you're planning on using weapons out of the ordinary.
We're only planning on using lethal weapons to bring down dangerous bandits to help the region.
So the question is, are you asking for a scrip to carry to justify you carrying lethal weapons?
Yes, we're asking for a license to kill.
Ichijo, well, the difficulty is that your lethal weapons are back in the armory in Hanamishisu.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about buying one. But anyway, we're looking for a license to kill when it comes to bandits.
Well, he's slightly confused. You do have a license to kill. The reward is, the bounty is 1 silver per head.
Okay, and does that license
to go
come?
and hunt these guys?
And
You
does
don't
that
need to bring the bandit back. I mean, that's just going to use up somebody else's time in killing them.
Does the license come with permission to carry a lethal weapon, if it's for the purpose of bringing justice to bandits?
If you are looking for a script in which I write down that you may carry a lethal weapon, I will need to specify what that is, so that if you happen to be stopped by a patrol, then that particular weapon is authorized.
Okay, well, I don't have one
He
at
says
the moment.
very slowly, as if talking to a child.
Ichijo, do you wish to carry a lethal weapon?
I would like to go and recover my wakizashi. Yes.
David, question: is there a lethal weapon version of a nunchaka, something that uses the same skill, not like a like a flail or something? No. Okay.
Nunchaku is effectively based on a rice flail.
Yeah. Can you put spikes on it?
It was specifically designed for use by the peasants to evade prohibitions on carrying weapons.
And you catch it. That's why it's not got any blades on it, because you catch it in one hand.
You can hold either end, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
it's moving at very high speed.
Yeah. Any way, like, out of character. Is there any way that I can get like my staff fitted with a blade?
No, because a
bow's any way that I could like
a spear,
get like the inside of my staff fitted with a blade?
There's a sword spear, so it's basically like a spear with a sword on the end. There is a sword spear, and that's a weapon I'm looking at learning now.
Yeah, but that is a separate skill. You have bojutsu, which is the skill of using a bow staff. Okay, and yes, you can get a spear blade or a sword blade fitted, but that would turn it into a naginata, and you would use a separate skill, naginata jutsu, because the moves are completely different in combat.
Yeah, that's what I want to learn now.
I mean, with a bow staff,
you
can slide it through your hands, so you can use either end, you can poke with it, you can smack with it, etc. If you try sliding a sword spear through your hands, you're going to cut your hand off. Yeah?
Quick question.
It's a very different skill.
Mechanics question. If you've got skill in the bow staff and skill in jiu-jitsu, for example, can you combine them, so like springing off your pole to do flying kicks and things like that? Or would that just be flavor?
You can try anything.
But
how likely it is to work is a different matter.
You're still going to roll from your highest skill, so if you do it, it's just going to be flavour, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I like flavour.
Righty-ho. So, well, the Ichijo would certainly like authorization to use his wakizashi if he can recover it. And would be grateful for that to be signed off. And therefore, that will be done. If none of the rest of you are looking for authorization to carry a lethal weapon?
I would like authorization to carry shuriken. I don't have any, but I'm going to learn it. I want to mess with a weapon. I would like the license to carry them in case I pick them up.
reaction to that. Seems a reasonable idea. He congratulates you on your intentions on turning into a proper bushi.
No, not a bushi. A budoka
He
with
seems to
special
feel
skills.
it's a compliment.
And I appreciate the compliment, but I am a bushido with the talents of a budo, the skills of a budo.
You're a budoka. Yes.
Budoka. Sorry, I keep saying Bushido. A budoka.
How
Bushido's the
much
name of
will-
the fucking game.
How much will that cost, sir?
With the rolls he's made, he's not actually charging you for it.
Come on. I will
Thank
bow.
him
I
for
will
his
bow
time.
most graciously.
Well, he was impressed with Kosa, and he was seriously impressed with Kyūryū's intention to better himself.
I will
and become
ask-
a proper bushi.
I will ask what his preferred temple is, where he prays, and say that I'm going to make a donation there.
Oh, normally at the family shrine.
Okay, so I will leave 1 silver at his family shrine.
He's not telling you where he lives.
Oh, would you like to? I'm going to just leave a silver piece on it, if he was happy to tell me.
No, just leave it with him.
Oh, that's what I'll do. I will give you this as a donation. Use it as you see fit. 1 silver piece.
Okay, he accepts it, rather than arresting you for attempted bribery.
So do I put anywhere on my sheet that I have this license, or do I not need to?
If you write down under other that you've got a script for 1 month for carrying
Other on
shuriken.
where? Miscellaneous items.
Down under miscellaneous items at the bottom, you've got just a sheet of paper which is a script telling you that to whom it may concern, Kyūryū is authorized to carry shuriken for the month of Kikuzuki.
Check my sheet, Dave. Have I done that right?
1 second, I will check your sheet. Kyūryū, license to carry shuriken for the month of Kikuzuki. Yep, that'll do fine. And Ichijo will have the same in terms of wakizashi. Very good. And you return back to One Shoe's premises.
Ichijo, your wakizashi is actually in Hanimishizu?
Yeah, we have to go home to get that.
I believe so, yes.
Okay, so we need to travel down there.
Let me just double check. Yes, he has a wooden wakizashi, and he has a good quality yari.
Well, if you're getting confused about the names of the weapons, there is somewhere on the sheet list of weapons, about halfway along at the bottom, and it explains what they all are.
I'm back.
Yep. On the Bushido Google sheet, there is a list of weapons.
It tells you exactly
on
what
one
they
of the
all are.
tabs, and there's a little drawing showing what they are from the original Bushido rules, and at the bottom on the right there is an engagement range showing the effective range for each of those weapons. Righty-ho. So One Shoe asks how it went when you return to his cabin. Gets out the sake.
We've been authorised effectively
Fantastic.
to go and hunt these bandits, but we need to a quick trip down to Hanimishizu to pick up Ichijo's wakizashi and drop his spear off.
And guys, do you think when we get to Hanimishizu we can stop for a week of training, or
No.
nah?
No,
Nah, okay.
because the month is only 3 weeks long.
Yeah.
If you spend a week's training, that's a month out of Ichijo's ability to use his wakizashi.
Yeah, you're right.
How
Yeah,
much you-
yeah, we're taking a week out of it. Yeah, we
It's not-
go straight away.
Once you,
Yep.
can you tell us where your colleague was attacked?
1 second, I will just move to the relevant sheet and let's see.
You enjoying this, well?
He was
Yeah,
on,
I mean, I'm having.
he was on the road there If I just shift click. Okay.
Yep.
So he was just at that point. And he was on his way to Hajime. So most of his men ran after Hajime. But one of them stopped just out of sight and then waited until they'd finished nicking all the goods from the merchant, and then he snuck off and followed them. And they actually went around the south end of those hills, heading west. Okay.
What day was that?
Are we all on full health?
That was day before yesterday.
Day before yesterday. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, we need to get a bit of a shift on, guys.
We do.
Well, I will say, due to technical difficulties, I no longer have roll 20 because my 4G is being shit. And which means that dice rolling, I won't be able to do it on roll 20, so if you need to roll the dice, then I have to do it.
I can roll the dice for you, bud. Don't worry.
But,
Okay.
but that's cool.
Yeah, I want to get up there before these tracks are eradicated, if there are any.
What's the weather like, actually, regarding tracks? How's the weather?
Well, the weather at the moment, for the last couple of days, has been clear skies, light cloud. Not a problem. The weather's been good.
So tracks should still be in place and dry, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's move,
It
boys.
doesn't rain heavily, we should be okay.
So you are going to head out of Nobioka on one Kikuzuki and head south to Hanamishisu. And I believe if you push, you should very easily make it to Hanamishisu in one day, and possibly you can get back. So,
Well, I'm sick of trying to stay the night there, so happily get back.
yes, you haven't been very popular with your families the last few times you've been
Nah, is it Kinzo or Kosa that hates his dad?
there. 1, 2, 3, 4,
That would be
Kinzo.
5,
Aye, that's
6,
Kinzo, yeah.
7,
He's going back to batter him when he's ready.
9, 10. So at that point, Mori is looking a bit tired out by the time you get to Hanamishisu.
Come on, buck up.
Oh, Mori better buy some food.
Mori has 10.
Sound. Have you got clothes?
Yes, he has.
You guys are so organised. Well done, Dave.
It's there on the opening character sheet.
Yes.
Okay, so you make it down to Hanamishisu without a problem. Mori presents, Ichijo presents his script to the guard commander for Lord Kanawa's Ashigaru, who looks somewhat surprised, and releases his wakizashi. So I will just add wakizashi to his list.
Are we staying overnight?
Not if fucking home or not.
What time of day is it?
Well, if you weren't pushing Mori, it's kind of evening. Were you pushing Mori?
No.
Yeah, we need to crack on.
How's Mori feeling about being pushed?
We're being pushed.
As in, like, making you move faster than you're comfortable with.
Can you force march effectively?
Force march, yeah.
Well, effectively, you have a BMA base movement allowance of 5, and that means on the Saikaido, which is the main road down the edge of the island, you can travel 10 squares in a day without a problem. However, it's 10 hexes from Nobioka to Hanamishisu. The rest of the party could travel 14 quite easily. So unfortunately, they are kind of running along and kind of chasing you in front of them.
But if you do 14,
Is that
you're
correct,
tired.
lads?
Yeah.
No, Ichijo's
Yep,
probably only got a BMA of 5.
I can do 14.
1 second. Ichijo, I think, only has a BMA of 5 as well. So,
Bushi, yeah.
unfortunately, 2 of your fellows, I don't think would make it back to Nobioka if you pushed it. So it probably
With the speed that me and Kinzo do, we could actually scout out extra hexes while the rest of the party's moving normal speed. technically, couldn't we?
You mean split the party? He said.
I don't mean split the party. I just mean like by one hex each, you know, just to cover the sides a little bit.
That sounds very much like splitting the party.
It's not a good idea.
It's never a good idea, is it?
Well, I mean, assuming you have no way of tracking these guys, these bandits.
Out of game just for another 5 seconds. Again, playing Baldur's Gate 3, and it makes you split the party sometimes, and oh my god, it's fucking scary.
Okay, Uncle is very pleased to see you. Asks you how things are going, and is somewhat surprised to find that his apprentice is now involved in hunting bandits. What's the reward?
It's 1 silver per
head and 20% of goods recovered.
Good lord!
And
Cheapskate!
if your boy does well, he'll become a full-time member of our crew.
You might actually be better off, he says, just hunting the bandits and kind of dealing with the merchandise on a private basis, not even claiming the reward.
Aye, but that's not perfectly legal, is it? Unsure.
This is Uncle.
Uncle. He's just as fucking dodgy, man. Could have been either of them.
Well, you don't need to sell the goods in Hyūga.
Uncle, maybe we'll just sell the goods to you at a lower price, and then you can deal with selling the goods, and then it's on you where they go.
Well, it isn't part of Hyūga province here. This is Lord Kanawa's territory.
Again, speak to our leader. I'm not the diplomat.
Legalistically, it's not under the daimyo's authority.
You need to speak to the boss. I'm not the diplomat. I'm not the deal maker.
No, just kind of putting these thoughts out there.
I just punch things.
I'm more than happy to sell goods. I have some commerce skills I could always put into use.
Yes, I'd be quite willing to bargain with you, says Uncle. Looking at his ex-assistant.
I still want to go back round to that bit on the coast and buy pearls and bring them inland and sell them. I think we've got a money spinner there.
That's not what we're currently doing, though.
No, for future though. For future, if we get like a week and a half's downtime, I think we could make some money doing that.
Yeah, but it means going on a ship. Not safe.
And that means you've got to hire a ship.
Yeah, keep your feet on the ground. That's the best thing to do.
So, anyway, Uncle will kind of put you up for the night, just as a favour, because you are good.
Thank you.
If we're staying in Hamish, is there anywhere I can possibly make a bit of money by spending some money? Gambling.
I'm sorry, you're trying to horn in on Uncle's gambling game in the back of the inn. Look, Sonny.
Yeah.
He's the person who taught you everything he knows, or rather, he's taught you everything you know. He hasn't taught you everything he knows. Possibly not.
I'm not
the
going to gamble against him. I'm not going to gamble against him. Just gamble against the people he gambles with.
You grew up in this village. Mori. Everybody knows you. They know what you're capable of. Do you think you're going to find people willing to gamble with you here? No.
Me? No, probably not.
This is your home village. You grew up with everybody. They know you and your deftness at tossing the dice and so on. Making them dance.
That makes sense.
Are we paying for food, Dave?
You do have to pay for food, so just knock off a copper.
Okay.
Uncle will send Mori round to the inn, and he'll bring hot food back from the inn.
Away.
And sake.
Get a takeaway here.
He's not getting out the sake. What do you think he's made? He's made of money?
Tight bastard.
Why do you think he's got so much money?
Because he doesn't pay us enough.
Well, if you're going back to Nobioka, you could take some stuff back. I mean, you save you carrying those empty packs.
That is easy money if we're going in it. Anyway.
He wasn't going to pay you for it. It was just give you some exercise, get you in strength training.
I will politely tell him to fuck off.
He smiles.
He knows our worth these days. He can fuck off with that free work shit. Do I look like a slave?
No. Bit less gullible than you used to be, my son.
Absolutely. We have a minimum 4 copper a day these days.
He kind of chokes on his rice. 4 copper? Who's paying you 4 copper?
The rich merchants of Nobioka.
Yeah, our lowest paying employer pays us 4 copper a day.
Well, Nobioka's the big city. They can afford to be generous like that. We kind of work hand to mouth here.
Nobioka is a big city with a good economy. They can afford skilled workers.
Yes, well, good luck with that, he says. Okay, so
that was the reason you sent me.
I sent you to make sure that work was carried out properly and that merchandise didn't get damaged. I didn't expect you to start going fortune hunting. Do you realise how dangerous that is, my boy?
Do you realise how much money we made you?
Didn't make me any
Yeah,
money.
well, so gambling,
you were doing
I
it
thought it anyway.
Russia.
Yes, but do you realise the future connection and the future business connection and how much money that's going to make you in the future? Come on, you're a businessman.
Future business connection? He's my nephew, my boy. I taught him everything he knows.
Yes, but we've still solidified a relationship. It was never the strongest relationship, and you know that. You're both a pair of dodgies.
He folds his arms and glares at you. Name one occasion when I've ever done anything dodgy. Come on, out with it.
No comment.
No comment.
In that case, apologise.
Do I look like a snitch? I'm not saying it out loud. You know it as well as I do, but I'm not a snitch.
If you're accusing me of being dodgy and have no proof, you can sleep outside. Go, out you go.
I'll sleep.
I'm just thinking silently.
I'll stand by my statement. I'll sleep outside.
Now he gets out the sake.
This is nice sake.
It is very clear what's going on inside, by the way, Kyūryū. Only 1 cup each, mind you. Okay. The following day dawns. Everybody is well rested.
That'll be the second.
Kyūryū, can I have a health saving throw, please?
Yep. Is that for sleeping outside?
Well, of course.
But it is seasons are turning. It's getting cold.
It's autumn.
Oh, I just came off that. Oh, it is a 3.
Problem.
Hey.
Yes. Yes.
I
Well,
thought
in
it went
this
off a 3
game,
on
you need to
F16.
roll low. All right.
Oh, by the
So
way, if anybody's computer can handle it, I know you're struggling with Roll20 well, but if anybody's computer can handle it, no problem. Put your 3D dice on, because they show up on stream and looks cool.
Right.
Kind of roll dice, period.
And unfortunately, absolutely nothing happens on your way back to Nobioka. And you make it there quite happily. I assume you're going to spend the night in Nobioka and then head out tomorrow to do the tracking?
Yes, I think that's best.
Yeah.
Okie doke. In that case, you get back to Nobioka. You're stopped at the gate.
I'm going to sleep in my mum and dad's garden and burn an effigy of them.
Lose 1 point of on.
I'm joking.
Sorry. I'm sorry. If you say you're going to sleep in your mum and dad's garden and burn an effigy of them.
Nah, I was joking.
Last warning.
He is now.
I was joking.
If you don't proceed something by saying as a joke I'm going to, I will take it as read because
I'm definitely joking.
Last warning. Okay.
Aye, definitely joking.
I will say, any town we stay in, I won't try and gamble in anywhere that doesn't know me, or doesn't know me that well, or that haven't been caught yet.
Okay.
I always like a gambler in the game, it's fun.
So, I'm sorry, I'm just updating little diary. So you travelled to Hanamishisu, and Ichijo collected his wakizashi. And he is allowed into Nobioka when they read his script. And Wonshu has a gentleman to meet you this evening. This is the guard who actually did the tracking. And
okay.
he's happy to go with you and take you to where we followed the tracks to.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, it's purely a public-spirited exercise.
Does he have a name?
This guy is called... Where is his name? Yonezu. Yonezu.
Yonezu. Coming to help. Okay. My notes are so frantic. I'm gonna post them one day so you can see how chaotic they are.
He will explain what happened, that he'd heard there was a risk of bandits, and 8 of them, well, with the 2 other guards running away, there was no way he and the merchant could take them on, so he just pretended to run but hid behind a bush, and then he followed them. So he's quite happy to show you where it was. There's no work on the docks tomorrow, so...
Where did they go to?
I don't know. He followed them around the side of the hill there, but then it was getting a bit gloomy, and he wants to make it back to Hajime before nightfall. Doesn't like being out. You know, there's rumours of Araburu Kami and you know, goblins, forest goblins about.
Oh, I like fighting forest goblins.
Yes, he tells you this tale of how some noted warriors helped defeat an Araburu Kami. They helped one of the priests of one of the shrines to defeat an Araburu Kami.
They sound like heroes.
Yes, yes.
Oh, guys, I get a knock.
You recognise a version of your own story there, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you've made the woods even more terrifying by fighting Bakemono then. Okay.
Yonezu, sorry. I want to ask the guard a question.
Yep. Yonezu, yes, certainly.
The 2 guards who run off, had you travelled with them before?
Well, the merchant who hired us, he's from over the river up north, and he just picked up a couple of guards here, and he heard there were bandits around. To be honest,
I'll back on in a minute. I just need to make a phone call, do some comments on my own.
No worries,
Okay,
dude.
fine.
Just mute yourself.
he explains
I
that
just have to make a phone call.
he's not really a guard per se. You know, he just heard this guy was looking for some help, and he and 2 of his mates decided to pretend to be guards, and they weren't expecting to be attacked.
So you did know them?
Well, yes. I mean,
I thought there might have been a plant by the bandits, you see.
Are you all 3 of you locals?
yeah, they are from Nobioka. They normally work on the dock, but there was. You do actually recognise this guy. You've seen him around the docks. But there was no work that particular day. They heard somebody was looking for muscle, so they pretended to be competent muscle. And you know, if it was a brawl in the pub, no, in the inn, not a problem. But 8 bandits.
What were the bandits armed with?
Oh, there were. Let's see. Ooh, The 8 that he saw. Pardon me. Went the wrong way there. There were 3 of them armed with wakizashi, and 5 of them armed with clubs. You know, assorted, miscellaneous weapons, but there were definitely 3 of them armed with wakizashi.
Okay. Thank you for that. Anybody else got anything we should ask him?
No, I'm happy.
Okay.
Okay. He will describe what they looked like. There were 2 of them wearing winter clothing, not particularly good quality. There was one of them actually had armor on.
Ooh. Now, quick question. Is a monk like in D&D where if I wear armour it's no good? Or does armour help a monk in this game?
I don't think they're monks.
But
In answer to your question, you can wear armour if you want, but it weighs a lot.
Yeah.
Yes,
but,
this is the problem. Our armor weighs quite a bit.
but it increases my armour class, whereas if I was a monk in D&D, wearing armour does nothing to your armour class.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No.
cool.
There is no reason why you can't wear armor, as long as you can carry the weight.
Yeah, got you, cool. I'm just thinking about light armour,
Which is why I don't wear armour.
Pardon?
The one who's wearing the armour seems to be the leader.
Appeared to be, yes.
Yes, okay.
Which makes sense. Why would the guy who wasn't the lead wear the armor?
Well, just making sure.
Who wears
Yeah.
armour?
Well, for
One of the bandits
example,
had armour.
yeah, one of the bandits was wearing armor. The lightest set of armor available, partial light Ashigaru, weighs 15 pounds.
What's the armour class on it? Or the absorption
3.
absorption rate or whatever? 3. Okay.
Armor class 3.
And that's better than 1 on peasant garb. I want to get some of that. How much does that cost?
If you wanted to buy it in Nobioka, it would cost you 8 gold.
Oh, I have a look at my money.
Oh, yes.
I can afford that.
Rich Budoka.
Can I buy it?
Anyway, well, do you want you to check and see if there's any available?
Yes, please.
Okay, he will use his extensive experience to see whether there is any actually available in town. He does know a merchant who would be willing to sell you some.
How much did you say? 15 gold? No, 15 silver.
8. It would be 8 gold.
8 gold. Oh my days. What's 14 minus 8? 6, huh? Okay, so let me add it to my sheet.
So click the drop down on armor.
So what is it? Partial light Ashigaru.
Partial light Ashigaru.
Armor class 3. Worn.
Correct.
So I am unencumbered still.
Are you?
Yep. No, partially encumbered now.
Yes. Which means your deafness and speed are reduced by 7 to 75%.
Right, okay. Now I've got a couple of sets of peasant garb, so I'm going to get rid of my old one. Can I
You would have to get. You would have to take your weight to below 30.
Can I just delete the peasant garb? Like, I've got a spare set. I've got a town one and a crap one. Can I just get rid of the crap one?
If you want to throw it away, you know, one shoe dispose of it for you.
Well, how much is one shoe going to give me for it?
What? He's not going to charge you to dispose of it.
So is he going to give me a copper for it at least? The prick.
What? You think he's made of money? Oh.
I managed to try and persuade him into it as his like nephew. Be like, come on, just do the guy a favour. He only wants one copper for
Nephew's friend, technically. Only one copper. Come on, one shoe. All the work we've done for you. You know you'll fix it and sell it for 2.
All right, he'll give you 1 copper.
Hey.
Honestly, the things he does for you lot.
Still partially encumbered.
Well, you need to get your weight down to 30.
And what is it on 31.8? What could I do here? Can I sell 1 nunchaku?
Well, you could, before you go into battle, drop your baggage.
I can sell 1 nunchaku. It's a single weapon and I bought 2. How much is it going to give me for that?
Well, at the present moment, if you're partially encumbered, then your speed would go down to 16.
I'm trying to stay
and your
unencumbered.
deafness would go down to 15.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay unencumbered, and I just need to get rid of £2. So if I get rid of 1 nunchaku, I've done it. Can I get any money for it?
Well, why are you carrying 2?
I don't know. I was trying to be
Oh,
Michelangelo.
you want to sell a nunchaku?
Yeah. I realised that 2 isn't optimal. You use 1, so I'm going to sell 1.
Okay. Well, one shoe will attempt to get a decent deal for you.
I'll take whatever he's given.
He will make a skill roll and gets a decent amount. He can sell it for 20 copper, and he'll take
Santa Fe, Georgia, and
20 copper.
So 19 copper. He'll take 1.
Okay.
That's his commission.
Fair, I'll take that. Now, the Yawara is a single-handed weapon as well. I don't have dual wielding, so I'm going to sell 1 of them as well. How much will I get for the Yawara?
Not a lot, actually, because there isn't much call for them, you know.
It's fine. Whatever he's given.
He's not going to get more than about 7 copper for that, so you get 6, he gets 1.
I'll take that. So 37 plus 6 is 43. I'll take that. That's my business done. I've got myself to unencumbered.
Just.
I've not got any shuriken yet, but I've not learned it yet.
Yeah. You could give away all your money, because that would. I mean, you're carrying nearly £2 in weight in coins.
Fuck off! No, give away all my money.
Well, there's plenty of temples and shrines willing to accept your donation.
I will give some nice donations when I do my training.
Okay.
Gonk, we're getting background sound off you. Could you do push to talk, please?
I think he's AFM away from microphone.
Aye. When he's back, I'll get him off it.
So, on on 3 Kikuzuki, the day dawns. There's a light cloud, a fresh breeze from the west, down from the mountains to the west. So there's a slight chill to the air this morning. But your guide Yonezu escorts you out of the gates to the west, past the new construction, well, the new demolition, and up the road towards Hajima. And you reach the point where the ambush took place, and he then leads you southwest and around the bottom of the foothills. And he points to you can see the tracks. Can you, Kosa? He says, asking Kosa to
Tracking
make
skill.
his tracking skill.
Come on, Kosa.
You get a bonus to this because he's actually pointing them out to you.
Let's go, Nick.
How many effects numbers is that if you get +3 on your BCS? Well, +3 on your BCS, you still can't make
Okay.
them out. Okay, he will attempt to enhance your roll further. No, it's just not working today.
I have no tracking skill, but am I able to help in any way?
You do have Woodsman, and you are now in Woods, so you could actually try and enhance Kosa's skill by... If you make a successful Woodsman roll, you could enhance Kosa's skill slightly.
Yeah, I'd like to make a woodsman roll just to try and help out as much as I can. We're trying to find these guys. We're a team, essentially.
Okay, so in that case, you have a BCS of 13. So, could Kosa? Could you roll a BCS roll for Will, and see whether he can enhance your roll?
I do have hunting as well, Dave. If that's any help.
Well, unfortunately, Kosa, these particular woods. No, you're not great. Hunting, yes, you can try making a hunting roll because and effectively try and enhance it that way.
No, not on 17. My apologies, guys. The weather's actually interfering.
Yeah.
Yunezu is not impressed. You're going hunting bandits, are you? You're going to kind of go here, bandit, here, no, dear, oh dear.
Well, technically, if we flash off gold and money, we could technically lure them in using that. So that could be a way of going here, bandit, without going here, bandit.
Yeah, but you'd have to be kind of looking like a merchant train travelling up and down the road.
Yeah, it just happens to have wandered off the road into the wood.
Well, again, I'm in commerce, so I could look like a merchant-ish.
Well, if you're willing to cut him in for a share, he will try and guide you further into the wood to locate them. How about that?
Fine by me.
Yeah, I think so. As long as you help us out, if it comes to a fight, then it's no problem.
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
I'll give you a 2% cut if you come into the woods.
What?
We'll give you a 2% cut if you come into the woods.
10.
5.
10.
15.
Who's doing the tracking here?
5, 10.
You get an even share.
You get an even share, there's 5 of us.
There's actually 6 of us.
Yeah, Doc's still here. The Kinzo's still here, there's 6 of us. So you get a half share.
Please lead on.
Righty-ho. He makes his tracking roll.
Nice.
And leads you further into the... right. Can I have hunting and woodsman rolls from Kosa and...
Oh, what's that doing? What's my thing on camera? Fuck off. Oh, go away. Sorry.
Yes!
Oh,
Come on. Come
Kosa.
Oh,
on.
I've got the hang of this now.
Yeah.
You...
That's the only time I've ever seen anyone celebrating that one. Most people in my games are always like, oh, that one. But in this game, it's like, hey!
Exactly.
Yeah, ones are what you want in this one. It's like AD&D.
Yeah.
Well, apart from attacks.
So, he leads you on into the woods.
Call of Cthulhu as well, the lower the better.
And Kosa, you have picked up that you're actually following a game trail.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. So
if Kosa,
between you and him, you can actually follow it.
if
now,
Kosa lets us know, I'm going to ask him what kind of game.
it's probably deer. So, can I have wit saving throws from everyone?
Wit.
Just a D20. Well,
my machine seems to be working on this crappy Wi-Fi, so it might work. Give me a second.
can roll for you if
Okay.
you
Let me
want.
So wit. Oh, what the fuck is wit saving throw? Mine.
Nice roll, Kinzo.
Wit. So I'm on the base, isn't it?
Just roll a D20 and then look
I'll
at
try.
your, and then look at your stat. I can roll a D20 for you if you want.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
Oh god, that's way too high.
Yeah, that's
That's
a fail.
way too high.
That's a fail.
But I believe Kinzo made his wit saving throw, correct?
Kinzo did, aye.
Right.
Very close.
So Kinzo suddenly stops everybody. You caught sight of something up ahead just off the trail.
No.
What did it look like?
It looked like somebody lurking behind a tree, keeping an eye on the trail.
Oh.
We've got to look out ahead.
We're going
Do you
sneaky
think you
mode.
can,
Oh.
We're gonna go
Kinzo,
sneaky
do you
mode
think
surround
you
Yeah,
them.
Kinzo, do you think you can get round?
Using my sneaking. Well, I've got a sneaking skill. I've forgotten what it's called now, but I've got that jutsu that allows me to move
Shinobi
quietly.
Jutsu. Yep.
Okay, try and.
Yeah, Shinobi jutsu.
Is Shinobi Jitsu sneaking?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Nice
Okay.
girl,
I believe
nice,
that is,
nice,
isn't it?
nice.
The rest of us will pretend to be having a discussion about where we go.
Yeah, pretend not to notice him, eh?
Kinzo doesn't think they've noticed you yet.
Okay.
Kinzo made a better wit saving throw than he did. Let's put it that way. Okay.
We will keep.
So you're going to keep where you are, and Mori is going to try sneaking around the side with his Shinobi Jutsu BCS of 13. Are you going to agree what is going to happen if he does manage to sneak up behind him?
I'm gonna try and I'm gonna stay close behind them, like 50 feet behind them. So sneaking, but not within range of him getting caught. If he gets seen, I don't. Kind of thing. 30 feet actually. We're in trees and cover, aren't we?
Yes, you are actually only about 30 feet from the tree that this guy is behind.
Okay, so I will stay 10 feet behind. Fuck, I just forgot his name. Mori. If he's sneaking, I will stay 10 feet behind him.
Let me just set this up on the sheet for you. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. That's the one I wanted. Good. So let me just pull your characters onto the sheet, and then we will go. So let's go.
Oh, we're changing maps.
Yes, you are going to be changing maps.
Oh, this is always exciting, boys.
And I'm going to have to add
Well,
two characters.
well,
to
it looks like you're getting in a combat in your first game, bro.
Is that rare then? I'm assuming.
I wouldn't say rare. See, we have a combat every second session, average.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Combat's not the biggest part of the game, but it's politics in this game, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because obviously in character you guys don't know my guys at Yakuza, do you?
No, we don't use Yakuza. We just thought he was somebody we were working for as an apprentice.
Yeah, so because obviously out of character you do know, but then let's say in character you don't know.
No, we don't know.
That I'm a shady person.
In character, you're just been a guy that's been like our skivvy, carrying shit for us, watching our bags when we were in fights. Didn't realise that you were a badass.
Well, he's been hiding his light under a bushel.
Well, we've yet to see if he's a badass.
Right, so let me add Yunezu to the sheet as well. Right, so 1 second while I just set this up, and then you can.
Bro, it's headshot.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8. Actually, you're about 40 feet away, so let me just put everybody on the sheet here.
Will, we're getting a wee bit background noise off you. Can you push the talk?
It should be done. If someone was coming to check or something, it's over now.
Sound man.
They shouldn't be back until after now.
Sorry, I always apologise to the guys for moaning about sound quality, but it makes the production much better.
It's completely fine. I understand. I have been telling anyone that comes in to kind of be quiet, so I don't.
These videos
make too much noise over the mic.
These videos are getting 100+ views each, and it's because the production quality is good. So I do nag the guys a little bit.
Production quality.
Right, I've just
I'm not trying to mess that
pulled you all. Hopefully, I've just pulled you onto a new sheet.
Yep.
And that's the location.
Yep, I see that.
Okay.
Oh fuck, loads of trees. Have you explained distractions and what's the other one?
Not yet.
Oh, this is fun.
The lookout is hiding behind a tree up there. Kinzo reached this tree here, and hushed everybody because you are heading up. There's actually a game trail here, but you're kind of following a nice concealed route.
Quick thing. How do I get rid of? I can see bloody big squares on my screen. How do I get rid of that? Like all your photos and that. I just want the names.
If you go to the top right,
settings, and
go to audio and video, and then on video display, which is the second tab on the audio video, you'll see that player video avatar size. If you change that to names only, then it'll get rid of the icons and just leave you the names.
Perfect. It means I can actually see the whole map now.
Me and you are a whole Roll20 expert between us, Dave.
Right, Kinzo, you are using a
Yawara.
So that's basically a
training spear.
6 foot. Okay, what I'm doing now, Will, is I'm just putting on everybody's radius of effect of their weapons. Normally, if you're using a short-range weapon, the best place to hit somebody is immediately adjacent to you, but you can reach out 1 hex further. So, in other words, 2 hexes away.
With a -1 on your.
With my staff, can I hold the end and swing it like a baseball bat if I need to lengthen it?
With your staff, you can see you've got a wider circle, so you can engage people two squares away from you.
Yeah. If you have a look on the Bushido sheet, you'll see that if you look on the list of weapons, the bow is a long-range weapon. BO, which is the staff, is a long-range weapon. If you look down on the right-hand side, you'll see that it actually reaches out 12 feet. D&D uses 5-foot hexes.
These are 6.
These are 3-foot hexes.
Oh, sorry, 3, yeah.
So they're shorter, smaller hexes. But your staff actually has a reach of 4 hexes. And so anybody with anyone within 4 hexes of you, it counts as engaged.
Which means you can engage somebody with your long weapon before they can get close to you with their short weapon. You can hit them before they're close enough to hit you.
Unfortunately, it also means there's a lot more. You can also suffer distractions and restrictions from hitting objects that are in your range.
People in your vision, trees hanging over you.
Yep. So a bow staff is best suited for working out in the open. All right.
With no distractions, no trees.
Not great for this situation then.
Not quite this situation.
So when you think about swinging a big long staff like that over your head, if there's a tree above you, it's going to get in your way. So
is there no way to like shorten that range a little bit as well? 'Cause you can hold it in the middle. Because obviously I have personally had a look at bow start. You can hold it in the middle as well.
For
Is that like a way to like
shorter
kind of shorten it?
I would allow you to shorten it to a medium range. But you'd be at -1 BCS because you're deliberately reducing the number of options.
You're outside of the optimal range.
Yep. Do you want to do that?
If that's easy because obviously we're in the tree line, I don't want to like can't start smacking up trees.
Are we doing initiative?
Not yet, because we have Mori is planning on sneaking around behind the lookout.
Oh yeah.
But, and here's the rub, what are you going to do when you reach the lookout?
Because obviously he's a lookout, right?
Snap
so I don't want him shouting out. So I kind of want to go behind him and kind of like grab him and put my hand over his mouth.
Right. So in that case,
so I want to kind of grapple him and say, I want to grapple him.
So you're not going to be using your bow stuff. You're going to be using your sumai to try and grapple him and block his mouth. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Okay. Well, that's feasible. You can attempt that. But you do need to make successful shinobi jutsu roll in order to do that. Now.
Yeah, in order to actually get out to him.
I mean, the rest of you can kind of watch at a distance. Are you going to agree signals? If you hear a twig crack under Mori's foot, are you going to charge forward regardless?
I'm going to roll initiative, so I'm ready.
Well, I'm going to put the initiative up, but what are you going to do? What are you going to agree with regard to going to?
It depends what happens with Mori and how he deals with this lookout. If he subdues him in one, then my plan is to find the other guys. If he doesn't subdue him in one, the plan is to help him subdue him.
So you're just going to let him go forward and wait and see what happens.
I'm gonna let Mori do his thing.
Kosa, you're organising this group. What are you all going to agree to do?
Yeah, boss.
Kosa?
Sorry, Dave, I was muted. Yeah, we'll let him get on with it on his own. He said he could do it, so let's see what he can do.
Yeah, let's see what he can do. Exactly, yeah. Let's see what he can do. Does he deserve his place in the crew?
We're not far away. We need help, we're not far away anyway. So.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. So, basically, you're going to have to make your shinobi jutsu roll. Let's see. You're going to try and make your shinobi jutsu roll each round. Okay. Now, there's going to be the effect numbers you make will reduce the chance of somebody seeing you. If you fail your roll, it will increase the chance of them seeing. But you can try and improve that. If you just walk straight towards him, trying to sneak, he's got a higher chance of spotting you, but it'll be over quicker. If you try sneaking around the back of him,
yeah, I'm about to say, I'm going to try to sneak around the back.
But it'll take longer, but he'll have less chance of noticing you.
Yeah, that's what I do. I wouldn't head straight into a line of sight. I would try and like go round the back.
And you get
from the back.
Very big advantages on attacking from behind. Like big, like +10.
Yes. So, looking at the map, your best bet would probably be to sneak round to the west, I think. Sorry, to the east, because there are bushes under the trees. Sorry, let me shift click you here. Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
Okay, the lookout is here behind that tree trunk.
Who's Yonezu?
Okay. Right.
Yonezu He's the guy who did. He's the guard, inverted commas,
Right. Yeah,
from the last expedition.
Got you.
In other words, the dock worker who's pretending to be a thug. So, do you want to try sneaking around to this side? I mean, the other option would be to go to this tree, and then sneak behind that tree.
Is it easier to sneak under trees, Dave?
Yes, but
Yeah. I'm going to try and stick the tree cover.
If you do it from this direction, there is a tree trunk there that would block his eyesight. Yeah?
Oh, what is an actual blocker? Yeah, so
Yeah.
But then, isn't there a chance he'll catch me through the clearing, or not if I go straight in front of the tree trunk?
Well, you are far enough away that if you headed there and then up to there and then to there, that might be your best line of approach.
You're behind him. You'll not see
Yeah.
you. He'll not see you if you do that.
Yeah, but because of what I was thinking, like, yeah, if that tree trunk's blocking it, then yeah, I'll go that. Yeah, I'll just go from tree line, then across to the other one. Yeah, just literally that path you showed me, and then hopefully get up behind him and grab him up.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Okay. Well,
Can he move 25 hexes?
sorry? Not
you
in
move-
one round. This would be several rounds movement.
Yes, it'd be across a few rounds.
I'm
Yes.
going to sneak around the other side there, Will.
Or what, you're going to try and
I'm
get him
gonna
around the other way?
I'm going to go this way.
With your shinobi jutsu.
I've got almost full cover here. Look.
Yeah.
Even if he sees me, I'm a distraction while Will sneaks up.
If he sees you, he's going to yell.
Yeah, the whole point of me going up there is to
Right,
grab him.
yeah. I'll wait. I'll let Will do his thing. Actually. yeah.
Okay. Right. Well, he hasn't spotted you yet.
Can I
So
move?
get-
Can I move up to a little bit, like?
Right. So, Will.
Right, just behind
there's-
that tree trunk.
Well, Kosa's behind the tree trunk.
Right, we're both behind it.
That's not behind the tree trunk. That's not behind the tree trunk.
That is.
Yeah, that's behind it.
Just move behind Kinzo. Yes.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, Mori, it will take you 2 rounds to get to there. And for those 2 rounds, you just need to not roll a 20 because you are far enough away that you don't need to do your shinobi jutsu at this point. So just don't roll a 20.
So for the first time ever, I'm praying not to get in that 20.
Correct.
Should I just roll 2d20? That should be easier.
Just roll 2d20, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You make it across to there safely. Right. Now you need to make it up to behind this tree. So it's 1 move to get to there, and roll your shinobi jutsu.
On the sheet, yeah. Where does it tell me what
D20?
number is good for?
Just roll d20 and then look at the sheet.
If you have a look at the character sheet on shinobi jutsu, you'll see that your final BCS is base chance of success.
Oh fuck.
Right,
so you need to roll
okay.
13 or less, and the lower you roll, the
I'll be
better.
back in 5 minutes. I've just spilled water all over my fucking phone.
Oh dear. Okay, so try rolling less than 13.
Try, come on.
He's already done that, Dave.
No, that was 2d20.
No,
Fuck me.
That was his first 2 rolls to get to there. Okay.
Mistake.
Okay, so now he's moved up to there, and it's a case of whether or not he's been seen by the guy who's looking. And effectively, the lookout has to make his wit saving throw, and it's modified by the effect numbers that Mori's made on his shinobi jutsu. So
is that tree trunk I'm hiding behind, will that affect him at all? Because obviously I'm currently behind like a little tree trunk, and he's got one in his vision. Will that affect anything?
Well, at the present moment, you've got a bonus because once you are travelling from where you are now, i.e. from there to there, you'll get a bonus on your Shinobi Jutsu because there is a tree trunk blocking his view. Okay, but going from here to here, you didn't get that bonus because he could see that from where he is. Okay.
He might have caught me going from there to there.
Correct. However, to see you, he has to make a wit saving throw. And depending on what he is, his wit saving is pretty low. And it's modified by your effect number. So effectively, he's got a +2 on his wit saving throw. So does he see you? No.
Not.
Yeah.
You made it safely to 3.
Nice,
Congratulations.
Nice, bro.
Now, you now have to make it to that tree. Okay? And that is effectively going to be 2 moves. 1 to there, and then 1 to here. And you get a bonus on your Shinobi Jutsu while doing that. So you need 2 rolls on your Shinobi Jutsu.
Is Shinobi Jutsu moving fast and silently, yeah?
It's moving at normal speed. If you move faster, you get minuses.
But it's moving
So-
secretly.
Minuses.
It's moving quietly. Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
look at
Nice, William.
beautiful.
We like that. We like that.
Okay,
Fuck
he gets 2 chances to spot you, and the only way he could spot you is if he rolls a 1.
Roll a 20, you fat prick.
Whoa. Now, so he rolled
Dude.
a 1, but that was just to give him a chance to spot you, because you rolled a 3. You get +3 because effectively... Sorry, you got to there, and you're moving up to there. You're getting +3 because of effectively partial cover. So your skill went up to 16, so you are effectively -13 on his wit saving throw. He rolled a 1, which would normally be automatically spot you. But because he's -13, he now has to roll very low again to actually see you. No.
So that was just a chance.
Nice.
So that was a chance. So
Nice, Will.
now, you now need to move up and grab him. You can't actually get behind him because he's looking out of this side of the tree, but you can get to his flank. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and kind of try and grab him with your sumai. Yep.
Yeah.
So you now need to make your Shinobi Jutsu for this, and there are minuses for this. But if you can get him by surprise, fine. If not, you're still going to get there. It just means that you're not going to be as good at grabbing.
If I'm behind that trunk and he's looking that way, can I kind of rush him, but quickly grab his mouth at the same time? If you know what I mean.
Yeah, effectively that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to use your Shinobi, your sumai skill to grapple him with your hand over his mouth. Okay? So you're not trying to, if you like, do the takedown or kind of stop him moving. You're just trying to shut him up. All right? And I'm presuming the rest of the party are watching. And as soon as you charge, they are probably going to charge. Before you actually charge, I'm going to put up the sheet. So, 1 second, let's just put up the turn counter, which is turn order. Come on, turn order. Just clear it off. Remove all turns. Clear. Okay, so now I'm going to add everybody in order. So we've got add a turn for Kinzo, add a turn for Mori, add a turn for Kyūryū, add a turn for Yonezu. Yep, that's there. Add a turn for Kosa. Add a turn for Ichijo. So that's 2, 4, 6. And then add a turn for the lookout. Right. Now, the lookout is on base action phase of 10. So what's everybody else on? Is everybody
10
on
and
10?
5.
10 and 5. So everybody's on 10 and 5. Alright?
Yes.
So
yeah, I'm on 10.
Yeah. So rather than write everything on, I'm just going to sort this. If I put everybody on 10, and we'll just go through it twice in order for primary and secondary action phases. Okay. So everybody will be going simultaneously, but this is just so we can go through people.
Do you see when you make the initiative order? Do you then go to the initiative order and click sort? So when you do that, it'll put the people on the same initiative in a random order.
Correct. But it doesn't really matter because you are all going simultaneously. Okay? Now, so what is likely to happen, correct me if I'm wrong, Mori is going to rush up to this guy and try and grab him, and the rest of you are going to charge. Would that be fair?
I'm just gonna hang back.
I'm gonna kill a bitch.
with the Chijo.
Yes, of course. And direct everybody else. Is everybody else going to charge?
I'm gonna kill a bitch, yeah.
No? Kinzo, are you going to charge?
No, I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay, fine.
I'm charging.
Okay, so what is going to happen? Mori, you are going to make your last Shinobi Jutsu roll.
Let's hope for the fucking best then.
Hang on a second. I'm actually going to reduce your attack radius to 6 foot because you're using close combat. Okay, so you rolled
yeah, I need to assume I am not.
Yes, so you rolled a 9, so that's a 4. Reducing.
No, that was you rolling, Dave.
Oh, my apologies.
Yeah, but about to say, but
In that case,
I'm not rolled yet.
I'm going berserk here. Please roll your Shinobi Jutsu.
Not bad, not bad.
I got a 5.
A 5. So, given that you're charging him, there are minuses for this. So, you are not wearing armor, you're not moving fast, you're going through light undergrowth, which is -2.
Are they distractions or distractions?
And you're moving to attacks, that's -7, so that would reduce your score to 6. But you rolled a 5 from memory, correct?
I rolled a 5.
So therefore you made it by 1, which reduces his wit saving throw by 1.
Yes, well.
So does he make his wit saving throw?
No.
So therefore he is surprised and attacked from the flank.
Yes, well.
So therefore you get quite a few bonuses on your sumo. So your combat modifiers in hand-to-hand combat
+5.
So your side facing is +5. The target is surprised, which is another +1.
+1.
And you are charging, so you get +1 as well. So effectively,
+7.
+7 on your sumai.
Come on, Will. Get
roll a
on.
d20.
So my final BCS.
Your
I get
BCS
18 or lower then.
18 or lower, yes.
Then what if you get a 19 now?
Yeah.
You successfully grab him, and given what you said you were going to do, you have managed to get your hand over his mouth. Okay, because he's surprised, he does not get an action this round. So, Kosa, what are you doing?
Is it not Ichijo first?
Oh, Ichijo is going to look after Kosa.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. I'm staying where I am.
Well, Kosa's the boss, so he's looking after him and making sure he's okay. Yeah. Kosa's staying where he is. Yonezu is waiting for instructions from the boss. Kyūryū.
You know what Kyūryū's gonna do.
Okay, what's Kyūryū doing?
He's gonna punch the shit out of this guy.
What's your BMA, Kyūryū?
It is BMA. Where did I find that?
Base movement allowance.
7.
7. So if you're closing to engage, 1/2 your base. If you're charging, you can move twice your BMA.
And you get a +2 in attack from charging.
Yes, indeed. Well, +1 on attack from
Yeah,
charging.
I'm going to attack this motherfucker.
Okay. Well, you're in actual fact.
Will he get any bonuses because he's grappled?
Well, he's
good
partially
point.
immobilized.
Good point.
So, you are charging.
Yep.
And
+2. No, +1.
No, +1. If he was able to attack you, he'd get +2. So, you get 1 restriction, because there's a tree right next to you. And there's a distraction, because there's a guy, one of your mates is holding on to it.
Well, if I do that, is that one?
You need to make a will saving throw. That's a tree trunk.
I'll take the distraction.
That is a tree trunk there. The big brown thing is a tree trunk.
So where's optimal to hit him?
Where you are.
Right, okay.
But, unfortunately, you get a distraction there. So, you've got 1 restriction and 1 distraction. You didn't make your will saving throw, so therefore you are -2 on your BCS.
That's not going to be
But,
it
no,
then. BCS.
that 15 was for your will saving throw.
All right, okay. So I'm rolling now another D20.
You now need to roll your D20 to hit.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, unfortunately, you were really distracted by the fact that this guy's struggling. So you get to roll a D20 for a critical failure in unarmed combat.
Great. 6.
A 6. You've given yourself a day's special effect, which means that you forfeit your next available action phase, which is your primary action phase next round.
So I'll lose my primary action next round, okay.
Yeah.
I'll put a wee
Okay.
marker on.
Mori, you are holding on to this guy. You've already had your action this round. Kinzo?
Does it have a bonus action?
Pardon?
Does it not get a bonus action?
No.
No, Dave, we should be on a new round.
Sorry. Oh, you didn't. Well, no. I'm just going through.
No, the rest of us didn't do anything. So.
Okay. Okay. So
Kyūryū's
we're now.
charge was the last thing.
Okay. We are now. Well, effectively, Kyūryū went first, and the rest of you were then able to follow. But the only one who actually did anything was Kyūryū. Okay. Sorry, Mori went first, and then Kyūryū followed. Okay. So the lookout will attempt to escape from this grapple. And fail dismally. Ichijo. Well, he's waiting for orders from Kosa.
Yeah, well, just keeping an eye out in case anybody else is about.
Okay, he will watch for other concealed people who will kind of rush in. Kosa, you are instructing Ichijo what to do.
Yep, I'm just keeping an eye out myself.
Yonezu is looking a bit nonplussed.
Yeah, just stay here, you know, so.
Okay, yes, boss. Kyūryū,
He's going to
you're
attack.
dazed.
Yeah, I've got an attack at half, I think.
No. This is all the primary action. So therefore,
Kinzo,
you're
you can
dazed.
Go and help them if you think they need it.
Oh, that's what you're telling him to do, is it? Okay, you'll do it next round.
If they need it.
Well, who needs help?
Mori, you are still holding on to this guy.
What can I do while holding on to him?
You can try and improve your grapple, but if you blow it,
Give
you
him a
might...
wee kiss.
Can I know this sounds really odd, yeah, but can I move my grapple to like kind of squeeze his jugular, kind of close off his voice box, A, he can't scream, and B, it's choking him.
Kiss him gently on the lips. Nothing's going to confuse him more than that.
at the present moment, you are successfully stopping him yelling. You can attempt to alter your grapple, but
Choke him, choke him to death.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. So
choking isn't going to stop him yelling.
well, if I can like, squeeze his neck close enough, it kind of will. I'm hoping it will close his voice box off, so it kind of...
Push your thumbs into his Adam's apple. Push both thumbs into his Adam's apple.
You can try and improve your grapple such that it will be more difficult for him to escape. Alright? But there is a chance...
Yeah, I think I might do that.
There is a chance that you might make it easier for him if you blow it. Okay? It's the same with everything. You are not an absolute expert at Sumai. You have got him in the flank, so you got +5 from the flank. So
that's not too bad then.
So do you want to try and improve it? In that case, make your sumo roll. So it's 16 or less.
Come on.
I'm just going to run next door to the shop, it'll only be 2 minutes.
+8. Okay. You have improved your grapple slightly, so that increases the difficulty of getting. Kinzo? Are you doing anything on your primary action?
I'm going to tell Yunezo to stand where he is.
But the boss just told me to move and help. He says. Okay. Secondary action phases. The lookout will again attempt to try and break the grapple, but at half effect. And oh god, fails dismal. Okay, Ichijo. You come out of Ichijo will follow his order, stay where he is. Kosa, do you want to argue with Kinzo? Because you told Yunezo.
I'm trying not to make too much noise. We are close to this bandit camp, that's why. Not really shouting out orders to us.
Alright, Yunezo will dither. He's got conflicting instructions. Kyūryū, you come out of your daze, and you can attempt to smite this guy at half your BCS, because it's a secondary action.
Yeah, but he's gone to the shop.
So does somebody wish to roll for him?
Go on, Will, you roll for him.
You roll for
I'm doing fairly okay.
Okay, he will attempt to use his Atemiwaza to knock the guy unconscious.
I got an 8 for him.
You rolled an 8, which is a successful roll. Oh, no, hang on a second. No, on a secondary action, it's close because the guy is restrained.
I think that's a success, Dave.
I think that will be a success because the guy's restrained. So therefore, if you would care to roll some damage for our esteemed friend Kyūryū, and with a Temiwaza, it is 1d6 plus 2 damage. Sorry, 1d6 plus 3 for his level. So that's
6 damage to this guy.
6 points of damage. He does not go down yet. Okay. Let me just go to the sheet. 6 points of damage. Fair enough. And then next on the list is Mori. You're best not trying to improve your on a secondary action.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm going to keep it how it is because I've got him fairly well.
Okay. The lookout, back on the primary actions, will attempt once again to get her. Ah!
Ah, you bastard.
That, I think, may well do it. Let me just double check that. So, his strength saving throw is... Where is it? His strength is that, which means his strength saving throw is that.
He gets a +8 because of my grapple, isn't it?
Right, you have improved your grapple. He has removed the improvement. Basically, you've just got the original grapple, so you are just about holding onto his mouth at the moment. So
Okay.
he's partially freed himself, but you've still got his mouth shut. Okay.
That's the most important part. None of these
It
fucking
is.
silence still.
I've got him next round, Will, don't worry.
Ichijo will report to Kosa that there don't appear to be any other. Kosa?
Yep. I'll wait for these two to deal with the lookout.
Yonezo will kind of
Kosa's
look
just
backwards.
chilling, watching, assessing how we're doing.
Yonezo is looking backwards and forwards between Kosa and Kinzo and wondering what to do. Kyūryū, you have a primary action to try and knock this lookout out.
Yeah, so I'm going to use my Atemiwaza.
Go for it.
That's a... hang on, let me check. Atemiwaza, where are you?
That's successful.
It is, isn't it? Oh, very much so, yeah.
So that's a d6 damage, +2 for your Yawara, +1 for your level.
D6 plus 3 is 4.
Oh dear, minimum die rolls again.
I know, just like last week, man. Critical hits and minimum damage.
Well, the guy kind of looks in two minds as to what to do. Then his eyes roll up, and he gracefully subsides to the ground in a heap.
I will just wait for my secondary action, bitch.
Okay, you can let him down gently to the ground, prevent any clattering as he kind of subsides to the ground. Okay.
No. Take it full brunt.
So Kyūryū gets the Budo for that one. Congratulations.
Thank you. Do I add a Budo to my sheet now?
No, I will hand it out at the end.
Oh.
So
I'm gonna go take my phone out of Rice, see if it survived.
So, Kosa, your minions have successfully dealt with the Sentry.
Okay, Mori, do you feel confident enough to lead, since you seem to be able to move nice and quietly?
Well, they have
I'm more happy to keep an eye out.
They have successfully dealt with the obvious hunter who has been waiting for something to walk down the game trail.
Possibly.
Excuse
Hey,
me.
look.
Will
Oh, sorry, is it my turn?
well, you knocked him unconscious,
Nah.
and Kosa is asking you to tie the guy up properly.
Nah, I'm gonna take all his shit off him first.
Right. Okay. He's only slightly unconscious.
But I don't care.
Okay.
I'd like to, if Kyūryū tie him up, I'd like to gag the guy as well, just to make sure if he does wake up, that he doesn't fucking scream.
You can tie him up. I'm too busy robbing him.
Okay. How are you tying him up, Mori?
How many pieces of rope have I got?
Well, what's on your equipment then?
I don't really know.
I'll check
that.
I'll check and see if I've got any, man. I don't think I do.
I don't know if I do, not gonna lie. I should hope so. Where's my fucking equipment? Where is my equipment?
Nah, I don't have any rope. It'll be on general equipment, I think.
Well, you've got some string
have
around
any.
the end of the furoshiki section, carrying. You could pull. You can pull them. You can pull the string out from the furoshiki sacks, but they're not. It's not particularly strong string.
Or if we spend some time, we could make some binds from tree bark. We could strip little thin strips of tea bark and
I
tie
can't
them
even.
up.
Dave,
I can't even see my equipment.
Kinzo will use the bandit's own clothes to tie him up.
Nice. That's a nice touch. I like that, Kinzo.
Okay, so you rip his clothes up into strips and tie him up with that.
Thank you, and tie him up. Thank you, Kinzo.
Giving these guys a kind of disgusted look as you do so.
And I'll gag him as well.
Good,
Yeah,
because he was
that's
starting
the
to
mystery,
come
but it's
round. Kyūryū seems much more interested in the stuff that he's stealing from him.
Maybe just gag him for now until we can find out where his friends are. Gag him and torture him a wee bit. I'm not torturing him. I'm a Buddhist, but somebody else can torture him.
So, as a Buddhist,
I'm not gonna
you don't
torture, but
believe
I'm not quite a Buddhist. I'm working my way there.
Yeah. So you don't believe in torture, but you're quite happy for other people to do it.
I'm gonna make a suggestion to the others.
I'll look away.
Of perhaps we can use this to our advantage a little bit. If we can sort of like have somebody there, yeah, and some of us hide, we can use him as lure because he's gonna want to shout for his mates.
He can also maybe tell us where his mates are.
Cause we can kind of use him as bait to bring them to us. We can be hiding and be ready to help out his mates.
We can like tell him go to your camp and follow him 50 yards behind.
That's what I'm saying. Just
I don't like that
go,
laugh,
yeah.
Dave. I don't like that laugh at all.
Kosa, as leader of the party, do you take command?
I tried to.
It's just a suggestion.
We're just spitballing just now.
We're just suggesting. We're not.
Kinzo has tied him up. Kyūryū has stolen his wakizashi and his money pouch.
Oh, wakizashi. Hang on, I'm going to add that to my sheet.
No, you're not.
I am.
Kosa, as party leader, what are you doing
Kosa
with this?
took
What
it.
you?
Right, okay.
You
What
can
do
carry
you-
it for now.
Right, what was his wealth? Because I'm taking that.
Okay. So you in plain view of Kinzo and Mori.
No,
you are
I'm going to
taking
share
his-
it for the party.
Right, Kyūryū, would you add a wakizashi equipment, please?
Okay. What is a wakizashi?
It's a short sword,
Okay.
and put it down in own baggage.
In own baggage. Got you. Still unencumbered.
No, you try clicking off that cell.
Partially uncovered.
Yes. Do you want to reduce your speed and deftness as stated?
No.
This is the problem with looting. If you're going to start looting when you're in the middle of a fight,
But if I put my speed up and my strength up, I can carry this armor and still be faster.
yeah, but how are you going to put your speed and strength up? At this moment in time, you can't.
Not right now. But I'm partially encumbered,
Yeah,
which makes me the speed of the rest of the party. It's fine.
No, makes you the speed of two of the rest of the party. Or three of them anyway, with the with Docker.
I need to trade some coins, I think.
Kyūryū, I suggest you put the wakizashi down by the tree along with the money, and then we'll pick it up on the way back.
Okay.
Right, in that case, I will get rid of that.
When they put me down, can I like discreetly pick it up that anyone notice it?
If you pick it up, you're probably going to be in the same situation.
What money weighs?
No, encumbrance ways.
Yeah, I'm not trying to pick up the wakizashi.
You can probably carry more than most of us as a Bushi. He's not a Bushi, he's a...
His
Yakuza.
strength is 10.
Yeah, he's got shitty strength.
No, he's got an average strength.
Shitty compared to us.
Exactly.
Uh,
So, You have a tied up. He's now come out of his subdual and is kind of looking daggers at you.
How much money did the bandit have? Or the supposed?
This guy only had 20 copper in his pouch.
Right, I'll share that between the party. 4 each. And that?
Just keep it in the. For now.
Just leave it in the party.
Yeah, put it in the pot for now. Yeah, it's fine.
On the grounds there are about 6 of us.
Ah, there is 6 now. Yeah.
But he was wearing a wakizashi, as I said.
Has anybody got any expertise in interrogation?
What is wakizashi? Is a light armor, eh?
No, his wakizashi is the short sword. The 2 swords of the samurai normally.
Right, so I've not took the wakizashi for encumbrance purposes. Can somebody else take that?
Just leave it on the ground next to the head that's still connected to the body.
I'd rather somebody took it, like.
Well, none of us can use it other than Chijo who already got one, so we don't need it.
Chijo's got his.
We could sell it though.
Yes, we'll be picking it up on the way back.
Okay. Yeah, that'll do.
Along with the head that's still attached to the body.
Yeah, if it's still there, yeah, that'll.
No. The head will be attached to the body because he can carry all the weight that we can't.
The head is a reward. We take the head.
No. He can carry all that weight that we can't. And we can hand him over when we get there.
Yeah, alright. You're right.
Right, look at him.
Expertise in interrogating people.
I shall look at the accuser.
No, but I've got no qualms against it, that's for bloody sure. I didn't pick torture though, but I've got no qualms against torturing someone.
Well, we don't want him screaming or anything like that.
It's quite simple. If you can't torture somebody with skill, don't do it, because you'll kill him.
And more to the point, if you're going to torture him to get him to talk, you're going to have to take the gag off. What's going to happen when you take the gag off?
He'll shout.
More than likely. And if you're torturing him, he's more likely to scream, actually.
Kosa and Yunetsu, can you look for tracks leading away from here further into the forest?
For his friends, yeah.
We will do. We're going to have a look, see if there's a track that's regularly used.
Can I just back close up, just stay behind them, in case there's any danger?
I don't need you, just stay here.
I was just trying to help.
Yeah, alright, well, don't need...
Okay.
Alright,
Yunezu and Kosa will go and have a look.
See if there's a regularly used path or anything like that.
Okay. And your bodyguard will come with you. The game trail is more pronounced from here.
Okay.
Yeah, Yunezu initially gets it wrong, but after you point it out to him, yes, it does look as though the game trail is used on a regular basis, use it with normal footfall. So, in other words, they've disguised their tracks up to this point, but from here on, no, it obviously heads on further. So.
Okay. Right, we're going to follow this game trail. Would you like to lead, Mori? Did you able to move quietly?
Yeah, more than happy to.
Yeah, if you're a short distance in front of us, then we'll follow up.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
If you do see something, just give us a hand signal to stop. Don't shout out or anything. Right.
Yeah. I am going to have my staff out as well now, just in case.
Okay, that's fine.
Because these guys aren't just going to be lookouts.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Right, so you make your way down the game. Right. Could I have 5 shinobi jutsu rolls from you and don't fumble them?
5?
Fumble me, nat 20.
Nat 20.
Yeah, I fumbled it.
You've got a
No,
fucking
not you.
5.
You're sending Mori in front.
Oh, Mori, yeah, that's alright. No,
Yep.
that's fine. What you're on about. Was doing something.
I didn't fumble any of them.
Yes, yeah, the rest of you kind of watch in amazement as Kosa attempts to sneak quietly
Steps on the first
from
first
twig
big
to
that he
twig.
finds.
Okay. Right, so
Go on then, Mori, let's see what you can do.
you sneak along and you make it. It's only the last one which is really important. And go on, I rolled a d20. A 5. Yes, fine. Okay. The last one was particularly important, but you get within sight of your target without being spotted. Okay? So, Mori stops at the edge of the woods and kind of gestures to you to Kosa to stop treading on twigs. And you stop. Right, Mori, you can see something up ahead. And could I have 4 wit saving throws from you to see what you pick out?
Bloody hell.
Well, no, there's 4 possible things that you might pick up. So let's see which ones you do.
I think I failed every single bloody one.
So, dumpty 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 dum.
I almost failed, I bloody did.
None of them are fumbled, but you don't pick up any additional information. Right. So, Mori will return and says that he can see what looks like an abandoned village up ahead, and he would guess that that's probably where they are.
Did you see any people about?
He saw 2 or 3 people wandering around, but there might be some in the buildings.
If you want, boss, I can possibly sneak into the village and start making a distraction for you. You can get a jump on them.
Well, initially, let's just move off the trail and just watch it for a while. See if you can see any other people. Get any idea of anybody else who's in there moving about.
Okay. Let me just finish doing this, and then I will tell you what you see. How long are you going to wait, by the way, and watch?
So, an hour.
Okay. So, there is a chance they might change their person in the hour, so there is a 1 in 4 they will actually try and change the guard. So, let's roll a 1d4, and on a 1, sometime in that hour, they will send out a new guard.
That's an early guard.
Well, what would you expect to happen, eh? Okay, so the question is how long through that before they send the guard out. So let's roll percentile dice for how many minutes and ignore anything over 60. How about that?
Dave, I'll point out a Japanese hour is 2 hours long.
All right, in that case, it's 2 hours.
120 minutes.
Yeah, but effectively, I rolled. They were just they had the guard out for 2 Japanese hours rather than 4 of our hours. Okay, and I just rolled to see which of those 4 hours it was in, and it was in the first.
That's fine.
Okay. So. Percentile dice and ignore anything over 60. So you have 5 10-minute periods of when you might see something. So let's roll 5 sets of percentile dice. Useful. Oh, that's very useful. Okay, fine. In that time period, you actually notice. You notice 5 different people wandering around the village. Okay, and I will move you to the new map layer, and you can actually see what is there. So let me just move you to the new map layer. Okay, let's drag the thing to here. I apologise for the quality of this map. It's not as good as you would normally expect it to be.
It's superb, man. Shut up.
Okay, so this is a village. It's not in as good shape as is shown. The thatching is obviously weather beaten and falling off in places. These 2 buildings look in better shape. Okay, and you've noticed 5 bandits walking backwards and forwards between these 2 buildings. So those look to be the ones that they mostly have people in. You haven't noticed anything in these buildings, and these look in worse. Okay? So, you are effectively about at the edge of the screen, hiding behind trees. Now you can move back out and move round a bit, but after 50 minutes, you notice a bandit pop out from one of the buildings, and hang on a second, have I moved those to the right layer? Oh, sorry. All on the wrong layer. Anyway, sorry. So you see one of the bandits pop out and look as though he's going to be heading your way. Let's just move him to the...
Ping me to the bandits on the map, Dave.
Let's see. Bandit emerges from
got him.
this place and wanders out into the road and starts walking down the pathway towards the woods where you're hiding. Kosa, you can make out what he's doing. He's dawdling along. He's not in a particular hurry. Chewing something.
Mori and Kyūryū, when he gets further down the road, go and take him out.
Absolutely, mate.
So, are you going to stay where you are at the edge, or are you going to back off into the woods and let him...
We'll back off a bit, so
I'm going to hide here.
2 to go and take him out. And
right.
Mori as well.
Okay,
I'll move into Kyūryū.
Take him out, ideally further away.
I'm hiding here.
Yeah, I'm also going to try and move with Kyūryū there. But I'm probably better hiding
hang on
here.
Hang on a second. Let's move you back to the other map.
No.
Oh yes, because effectively he's wandering down and into the woods here.
Get a distance away from the village.
Yes, so effectively he's wandering in here. The guy that you, if I just move, the lookout was down here basically. So you lot were hiding in the edge of the woods up at the top of the screen here. Yep. But you faded back into the forest. Move yourselves to wherever you want to be. But this guy is obviously going to walk down the path in this sort of direction down towards where the other guy to take over the watch.
Take over the watch.
So where do you want to take him? Move yourselves to where you would want to be. and where you're going to be for hiding. So would the party please move themselves?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to, but I'm having technical difficulties.
2 seconds, 2 seconds. I was just adjusting the overlay.
Okay.
Kosa's over there.
Well,
I've got a 10 movement on a regular.
No, you've had to, he's dawdling along. You've got time to position yourself behind trees where you want to jump out and take him.
There.
Bear in mind.
Sorry, moved the wrong token. There. Behind that tree.
Well, bear in mind that the northern edge is the edge of the village.
Is that one to not see me? Yeah.
The northern edge is the edge of the village. If you want to take him out of kind of earshot from the village, the further away from the village you get, the better.
Take him further down so he's further away from the village.
Yeah, good take. If he's coming on that path, I want to kind of take him almost.
I'm gonna stay there for now. I'm gonna stay there for now and see what happens.
Ichiro and what's his name, Yenuzi, come over towards my side somewhere.
Okay.
I was going to hide by Kyūryū, but he's trying to take him a bit risky.
Can somebody turn Ichijo's token round? It's giving me OCD.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to be by Kyūryū.
Thank you, David. Thank you.
Okay. So, the bandit moves down through the. Sorry, the hunter moves into the forest, looking for food. It's not proven he's a bandit yet. Dumpty dumpty.
He's clearly a fucking bandit.
Dumpty 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 dum.
Oh, he's getting awfully close to Kinzo.
Hang on a second. Dumpty 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 dum.
Hey, he's getting awfully close to Kinzo.
Rounds the tree and... Oh yes, he sees Kinzo.
Oi.
Just as Kinzo sees him.
Step out and bop him.
Kick his ass, Kinzo! Bop him one!
You have surprise.
Kick his ass, Kinzo.
A 5 is a definite hit.
Yes.
9 points of damage on bandit number 6. Bandit number 6 folds up gracefully and collapses to the ground. Actually, he collapses to the ground in a total heap.
Finish him.
Is he dead?
No, but he's taken some lethal damage.
In that case, I'll tie him up.
Okay. Another set of peasant garb gets torn up.
Hiding behind the tree.
Okay. Drop a few leaves over the spatters of blood on the ground. And... Fine, let's just move him to there. So you've now got 2. This guy just looked to be armed with a club or something.
So I'm not worried about what he's armed with. He's no longer a threat.
Okay, and Ichijo and Yunezu join Kosa, looking out from behind trees at the village. Okay, let's move you back to staring out at the village. Okay, so that bandit has disappeared off into the woods somewhere.
I think we're 1 token short, Dave.
Let's see, who've you got? Mori, Kosa, Ichijo, Kinzo, Kyūryū, and you need another one for Docker friend. Just go and get it.
I suggest we sneak round the far end and come in that way.
Or should we try and come in both sides, do you think? At the same time?
Well, according to our Docker friend here, there were 8 of them, so there's 6 left, which is 1 each.
Yep. do want to come in from opposite sides or just come in? Because I'm thinking of getting in each other's way or come the same direction.
Right, so Mori's gone back to using his bow staff. Puts him on 12. Everybody else is on 6. So let me just put people's...
Oh, I had a Xanax for the rest of the game and I lost it.
What did the others think?
Well,
Go in as
I
a
say-
group or split.
I would suggest split possibly two from the front, 2 from the back, and 2 from the side. It splits them as well.
Found it.
Well,
Yeah,
don't
I'd sooner stay in
forget...
2 groups of 3.
Don't forget they're in 2 buildings. Or at least, as far as you know, they're in 2 buildings.
Yeah, then... Yeah, 3 and 3.
I suggest me, Ichiro, and the guard, or Yozenza, stay on this side. You 3 work your way to the other side.
Yeah, start by... Yeah.
Okay, look.
Mori should be able to hopefully find a path that'll help you stay hidden and whatever, while you work your way around. And then we will wait for you. As soon as we see you go in, we'll come in. So you take the big building, and we'll take this building on this side.
Yeah, that's cool. I can do that.
Okay. If you 3 set off to get around the other side.
Okay. So...
Ping where we are on the map, Dave, please. Oh, sorry, I found it.
Sorry, I've got everybody
Yeah,
assembled at
found
the
it.
top.
Yeah.
But effectively, at the moment, you are in the woods on this side.
Yeah, found it.
So you can be
So
either
Kosa,
north or south, whatever. Your choice.
Kosa, Ichiro, and Yozenza or Yozenzu are going to go to the building at the top, work their way around the top of the map.
Yep.
The other 3 are going to work their way around the bottom of the map, so we can
Aye,
approach those 2
Kyūryū's
main
going round the
buildings
side.
from opposite sides.
Are you coming with me, Mori?
Yeah, I'm going to suggest I possibly go and try and find a path that's the most quietest.
Yeah, so you can lead
So-
those guys around.
Yeah, to at least... So that way we can at least try and get the jump on them a little bit.
I'll take your lead in the snake lake.
Okay. So,
I'll put you in charge of that group, Kinzo.
Thanks.
so Mori is leading. Kinzo is with Mori.
Kyūryū's
So
with
it's
Mori.
you.
Kyūryū's with Mori. Okay, so those 3 are heading
Down the bottom.
down the bottom building. So they are
The other 3 of us
effectively... So they are effectively heading along the edge of the woods off the map, and then heading in, presumably about this point,
from 6 o'clock basically.
using the trees to mask and coming in from there. So effectively, they
Yeah.
will be down here, sort of thing. Coming in with Mori leading.
Yeah.
Because you can pick a good path, hopefully, so I can sneak in.
Yes, and
Because I'm a sneaky bastard.
presumably you're going to get Yunezu picked for you, Kosa, to avoid all those twigs.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we will do.
Righty-ho. So, in that case, could I have a Shinobi Jutsu roll from Mori, and I will roll one for a tracking roll for Yunezu. This is trying to find a good way. Tracking is nowhere near. Oh, it's nowhere near as good, but that.
That's good enough.
He leans down and picks all the twigs out of the way, just to make sure that there's no. So you move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in off the edge. Hang on. So effectively you are there. Hang on. My apologies. I need to reset this so that it's on the hex rather than squares. Please accept my apologies for this sudden change in the
That's all right.
in the
The
layout.
world's gone square.
Yes. I'll leave it in yellow because you can at least see that. And on the south, was that 7 from you, Will?
Yep.
Jolly good. In that case, you successfully travel. Hang on, let's just select you lot. Why isn't it selecting all of you? Hang on a second, let's just make sure I got the right one clicked. Yes. Okay. No, for some reason it's not letting me pick all of you. So, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, coming in from the edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you get, and there is a chance somebody will come out. So I will just check and see if anybody comes out. Nobody comes out. Second round. Sneak along, please.
Yeah, another Shinobi Jutsu.
Another Shinobi Jutsu, and I will roll for Yunezu. No problem. He's showing you how to do it, Kosa.
Take your notes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Will is also.
That is a success on my half.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are moving out there. And at this point, a guy emerges from the hut. And starts walking across the... oh, for goodness sake. I need to change layer. There we go. 2, 3. And starts walking towards the other building. You guys can see him.
Which,
You guys... Sorry, the southern team can see him. Just
Right.
around the corner of the building. The guys to the north can't, because there's a building in the way. But you then have another chance to try and move silently. So, rolling for Yunezu,
for me.
and you roll for yourself, Will.
Oh no, that wasn't good for me. That is a fail on my half.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. And did he notice?
Oh yeah.
6.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, you don't know whether he noticed or not because you can't,
We can't see him.
Okay. And next round. Let's roll for the team on the north.
Pray for the team on the south.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're getting
I love how
to
it all
there.
hinges on my back.
Sorry?
I love how it all hinges on if I fail or not.
Okay, you successfully
We wanna-
made yours this round.
You want to spread out slightly, Dave.
Okay, well you can start adjusting yourself. Yunezu, that is
Okay,
how
so
far
move-
Yunezu can get. So,
So move Ichijo back a bit, and I'll move back a bit. We don't want to go quite that far.
okay,
Move Ichijo back a bit. That'll do, that'll do.
fair enough. Okay, so Mori and Kinzo. Mori, get to 3, 4, 5. So you can either get to there or to there. Now, which direction are you going in? What did you agree?
I don't know. I think we agreed if they see us, that they'll be ready. Like,
Yes, but did you agree that you would go round this?
We didn't agree
Or this
anything,
way.
Dave, so
You
it's up
didn't,
to Mori
so-
to decide.
So, Mori, which way do you wish to go? You can
Like,
either go.
can
Go
I-
round the back. Go round the back.
about the, can I
You're
see the
leading,
windows
Mori.
in the building?
There
Can I
are
see the windows
windows.
in the building?
You can see a window there. Yes.
Go round the back. He's got less.
You could
chance of
also
seeing
see
you.
a window there. They are both
Yeah.
shuttered, and the shutters don't look in good repair.
Yeah, I'm gonna go around the back then, and see if I can
Okay.
look through the window as well. Though,
In that
and
case,
sneak it through the window.
you can get to there this round. Kinzo, where are you going? You can get up to there. Yep. Kyūryū, where are you going? You can go 5. Where do you wish to go?
I can go 5. Is that a 5?
Well, I don't know. You counted it.
Looks like 5 to me.
2, 3. I think you can get to there.
Okay.
Okay. 5. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. And we then have the next round. Mori, you're going to sneak up to here. Well, let's go over to action phases, shall we? So let's call up the turn order. And let's change lookout for bandits. So let's add custom item. And they're on 10. And we will get rid of the lookout. And sword descending. Oh, good lord, the bandits are in front again. So, following round.
I don't know, Dave, but I can't see my initiative.
No, I can see
Oh,
it.
right, fine.
Yeah, I don't see
sorry,
where
I
you
need to remove all turns.
You.
Okay, let's add you all again. Add turn. Add turn. Add turn. Add turn. Add turn. Add turn and add turn, and then sort descending. Right. I don't actually need to write 10 in there because everybody's going on the same.
You spot
Yeah.
I don't even need to add that, yes. Until we get to the 6th level Ronin who's leading this, and he's going faster, yes. Would I do that?
That's not funny. You should appreciate that and go, it's a joke.
Okay, so Yunezu. Yunezu is following Kosa's orders, so what does Kosa wish him to do? Carry on sneaking around the side?
Halt. Just halt.
Okay, he halts. And hefts his club. Kosa, what are you doing?
Halting.
Why? To be honest, none of you three know what's going on down south. So
Because
why are
we
you
said
halting?
We said we were going to wait till they went in.
Oh, right. Okay, fine.
Because we don't know exactly when they're going to get there, so we're going to wait till there's some kind of disturbance, so we see them.
Okay, Ichijo also halts then. The bandit.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Rounds the corner of the building. And I get to roll surprise. He's not surprised. He heard a noise. The bandit's reaction is to yell.
Yeah, I thought that'd be the case.
Okay. He yells out,
Silence him, Will.
Bandits!
Silence him, Will. Silence him, Will. You did well that last time. Silence the cunt.
I'm too far away to silence him.
okay, Mori, you are looking in through the window. Move to window. and you see some sort of you look through cracks in the shutters, and you can see some sort of commotion, following a yell in a voice that you didn't recognise from round the corner of the building.
Yeah.
Not seen me, have they?
No, of course not. You're looking through cracks in the shutters.
Go round the corner, you've got him, bro. Go round the corner, you've got him, and then me and Kinzo have got him surrounded.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep going right. I'm gonna keep going around the right then, sneakily, because they didn't see me, but they've only seen the others, so I can still get the jump.
Get round the back of him if you can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna go on the right side and just get ready. Try to.
Me and Kinzo have got him. If you can get round the back of him, like.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because they're not there. I'm just gonna be a ninja.
Okay, so fine. So you spend your time looking. 3 people in there, Mori.
3
Yeah, so can I use movement to get round the right?
No, because you've used your turn to look in through the window. Kinzo.
Yeah, just leave it then. Yeah.
Well, you've just seen this bandit come around the corner, Kinzo.
Step back 2 yards.
Okay, step back to the Kyūryū.
Okay, where am I?
There's a bandit facing you.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry,
gonna.
a peasant from the village facing you.
I'm gonna go straight into short range. You can hit him with a Waza.
Okay, you're only 2 yards away, so you can close to engage. So you can close to engage and hit him.
Fuck off.
A 15, I don't think is going to hit him.
No, that is absolutely not going to hit him. Can I check?
Yep, certainly.
Waza, where are you?
Your Atemi
It's
Waza
not
skill.
bad.
Your BCS is 16.
Final BCS is 16. That's a hit.
Hang on. And then you need to look at the combat. Okay. So the combat modifiers.
I'm in close range,
do you
so
have
that's
any
+0.
Do you have any distractions or restrictions?
Well, that tree there is outside of my weapon range. So is that one. So I don't think I have any.
You are right next door to the building.
So that's
so
a building, so -1.
And he is in armor class 1.
So that's a miss.
So that's a total -2, so you just missed.
Fuck you. Yeah, fucking prick.
Yunezu heard a yell. He looks at Kosa and charges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
southeast,
7,
basically.
8. Sorry. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not quite sure why he's going southeast, but you told him to go southeast.
No, not. I didn't say
Tactical, it's tactical, it's tactical.
Chigo, go around the other way around the building.
Yeah.
Okay, Kosa, what are you doing?
I'm telling these two what to do.
Okay.
Where is Kosa?
You're telling Ichiro to go around the other side.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. On secondary actions, this bandit is going to. What can he do on his secondary action?
Which bandit pick up?
The one facing you.
Yep.
Yes, he's going to attempt to parry. Okay. Using his arms.
You fucking failed, you piece of shit. He just broke his own ankle.
Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, so he gets to roll a D10, sorry, D20.
Oh, no, he doesn't, Dave.
This is his
just
crit
fails
fail
to
result.
parry. He gets
true,
no
yes.
parry result.
True,
No,
gets
no, he
parry.
still rolled the 20. It's still a crit fail.
No. This is not an attempted attack. True.
Ah,
this is
right,
just
okay,
parry.
yeah.
So therefore, he Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. Listeners, I apologise. I am not an expert in Bushido. It's 40 years since I last ran it.
And also, and also 3/4 of us are rules lawyers, and I don't even know the game.
So, Mori, second reaction, you can't do anything. Kinzo, the same. Kyūryū, you can have a second reaction attacking him.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Nah.
Nope. Yunezu can't do anything else because he's run. Kosa, you have the satisfaction of knowing people have obeyed your orders, although possibly a bit energetically than Yunezu should have done. And Ichijo can't do anything. Right. And... Right, so that's it.
Hey, by the way, boys, I don't care if it's 11:15. We are finishing these bandits before the session ends.
I'm not sure about me because I did tell my guys I'd be done at 11 and they're basically patiently waiting for me.
Nah.
Okay.
We're finishing these bandits.
No, you're not. You're not, because it's a little bit more of a battle than expected.
Nah.
Because on the bandits' turn,
You're underestimating us, David.
no, I'm not. Emerging from the hut at the end here comes a guy in Ashigaru armor.
What? From where? Ping on the map?
Sorry, this is actually Bandit 1, not Bandit 10. My apologies. This is the guy. This is the guy that was seen wearing Ashigaru wielding a wakizashi. And he was actually living in that hut.
He's dead meat as well, man. I'm not worried.
Yeah. Okay. I think we had better leave it here because with maneuver and everything else, it is going to take some time to run this battle to conclusion.
We're halfway into it now.
We will leave the obvious Ashigaru facing your dock working tough. Bit of a mismatch there. The dock worker's obviously going to take him out with one blow. But anyway, we will leave it at that point. You still haven't proven that these guys are bandits, although the Ashigaru armor and the wakizashi are a pretty good bet.
Thank you, David. As always, thank you, Nick, and thank you, Tim, and thank you, Will, for a great game, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
David, I do have a question for you regarding this combat.
Okay, the answer is 42. What's the question?
Obviously, I was just a little bit confused. Why in the last turn were we put on to only secondary actions? I just wanted to know for...
Because each round, you get a primary action on your base action phase of 10. And then you count down through the rounds, and on a 5, you get a secondary action phase.
With half your skill.
Which is half your skill. Okay?
but if each round you have a primary action and a secondary action, why were we only on secondary for the second round?
It was just your second action. Your first action was the one where Kyūryū charged the bandit, ran up to the bandit and hit him and failed.
That's
and
the
then
thing.
he had a
My
second
actions
action.
affect your actions.
Yes, and then he had a secondary action where he also failed.
Will.
Okay, but as far as you were concerned, you took a primary action on your primary phase of moving up and looking through the window to assess what the situation was. On your secondary action, you couldn't move and there was nothing else you could do. So therefore, you couldn't do anything on your secondary action phase. Okay.
That makes a little more sense. I was just get confused. That was all because I play D&D, so obviously we get an action, a bonus action on each on our D&D.
No. This is not as per 5th Ed. 5th Ed, you get one action.
Yeah.
and sometimes you get a bonus action, sometimes you get a reaction.
This is rough like 2 D&D.
Yeah.
It's about that level.
As you go up levels and as you improve your characteristics, your deftness and your speed, etc., you can go up to having 3 actions and possibly 2 or 3 primary actions. So a top level character,
No,
6th level, very good characteristics, can have 3 actions around, and they are all primary
Is that
actions.
speed that gives you that, Dave?
Speed and deftness.
Speed and deftness.
Yeah, if you can get to
that's
40
two I'm
speed, you
working
can
on.
have 4 actions around.
Oh shit.
I wasn't going to try and give him that. That's a little bit optimistic.
I'm on 22, I'm getting there.
It's not optimistic if that's all you do.
Speed is what my character is all about. I'm going for that 40, yeah. I'm on 22
But if you're
already.
only going for your speed, you may have 4 actions, but it may only be 1 or 2 of them primary actions.
No, he should have 3 primary actions when he gets to top level.
If I survive the top level.
Yes.
Yeah, well, there's always that, isn't there?
Yes.
Anyway, thank you very much, gents, and you, Dave, and I'll speak to you on Thursday.
Thank you very much, David. Thank
And
you very
we
much,
shall
Tim. Thank you
continue
very
and
much, Nick. And thank
we
you
shall
very much,
continue
Will.
we shall continue and complete this combat, and you killing off poor innocent villagers who you think are bandits next week.